Really?
Yeah.
Richard Stevens.
All right, Richard Stevens.
That's not a name.
Stevens.
Hey! I'm looking at the wrong cameras. Yeah.
Oh God, a dragon!
Well, if you're joining us, everything has gone terrible. The world fire has consumed the continent and the game, and the setting is now over.
I've been reduced to a cinder, and the only thing that remains is my voice. My soul has been pared away from the flesh and bone of its earthly container, and now I'm merely a disembodied voice which roams the world, taunting and torturing everyone I meet.
The ghost of the Cinder King.
Oh man, I'm changing my name now.
Write that down right now.
The ghost of the Cinder King.
Okay.
Now I have squad goals.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we lost the stream for a second. So I don't know, maybe you guys heard, maybe you guys didn't hear. Everything goal-wise has been unlocked.
Thank you, everybody.
Which is
Thank
amazing.
you. That's awesome.
That is amazing both for me, personally, because of the stuff I'm about to unleash on these people. You've helped them. A little bit. But it's amazing, and thank you so much. So this ought to be pretty fun. We'll see how this goes.
Yes,
So,
thank you for your generosity, everybody. We really appreciate your support, and it's a great cause, and we're having fun doing this. I'm glad that you're having fun watching this. So
Very much so.
thank you. Thank you for stepping up.
So, where we left off before all the hijinks ensued, I'm going to go ahead and do this. That's probably people texting me, telling me the signal's gone. No, that's my girlfriend telling me that the dog is excited because he's watching me on TV. I love that little dog.
My dog is jaded. He's not home to snuggle me.
Okay, so here is what
That
another elemental lineage has been opened up. Our random PC gets elemental resistance.
Oh, okay, right. And
Okay.
you already have it.
So,
You already have it, so
Sam, you
1,
wanna
2,
roll?
3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm with that.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, that works too.
1, 2.
2.
All right.
You got
so
it,
now
buddy.
you are resistant to psychic.
No.
What did you choose?
I chose Sonic.
Oh, it was Sonic. I heard
Sonic.
Psychic is down
Yes,
there.
yes.
That's what it. Okay.
Resistance to hedgehogs.
All right.
Hedgehog's just bouncing off of you left
Can't
and
be
right.
buggered at
Well,
all.
that's going to come in
right.
handy when we start climbing those roofs.
That's right. All those.
Okay.
Oh.
That is. So, to answer your question, where we left was your resident bard asked a question: if there was anything special about the cabinet itself, anything magical, anything weird going on with it, and there's no hesitation, there's no weirdness to read into here. She just deadpans it. She goes, as far as I understand, no. I'm told that it's an antique. Apparently, it dates back to the earliest days of the Wolf Elven clan's rule, so it should be rather pretty. But all I understand is that it's because, trust me, I asked those questions too. If it's dangerous contraband, look, I'm just going to be blunt with you. You all know this job. If this was extremely dangerous contraband, it wouldn't be just the four of you looking for it tonight. We'd have other squads looking for it. It would be a larger operation. But I'm assured that it is just an antique. It's just worth a lot of gold.
Can I make a history check to sort of see what I know about this Elven clan from the way back?
Absolutely can. Absolutely you can. If anyone else has a history and wants to do that, you can.
10.
Oh, history. I got some
A
history.
10?
Yes.
Doesn't ring a bell.
What? You have an advantage, though.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That was a 10
Yes.
advantage.
As I said earlier, if you just roll too low roll, you know what I mean by that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless it's made out of stone. What are the chances?
Ah, yes.
Maybe
the Elven
the
clans.
maybe the
they were
entire-
made of elves.
Yeah, the Wolf Elven clan is made of stone.
Yes, for a very quick thing while you're figuring out what to roll for your history there is, or if you're not going to roll,
I have
is
0.
In Karthun, elves are basically associated with 3 major clans. There is the Wolf clan, the Bear clan, and the Jackals.
Okay.
It originally was the Wolves and the Bears, and part of the Wolf clan just didn't like the way things were going, and that true D&D betrayal style fashion, broke off, started making pacts with dark, ugly things, and became the Jackals. Now, they typically, and it's one of those cases where if someone says, oh, I'm a Jackal clan elf, it's not just, evil. It's not like dark elves, where you have that trope where it's immediately like, oh, you're evil, and, we have to, stab you. It's not that, But they do kind of have a bad rap, So that said, but of the wolves, kind of a loose history. There's some civil war going on in their lands right now and all that, but it's nothing about a cabinet jumps out at you. So
I only have +0. It's not one of my trained skills. Can I still make a check?
sure, go ahead. I'll let you do
Okay.
that. I'll let you do that. Sure.
Well, let's go back to the topic of my sending stone.
I rolled a 4.
I promise you that tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will have a new sending stone arranged for you,
Yes, I
and
would absolutely.
and it will work as well as it always has, up until recently. So, basically, I'm going to give you. You can approach this investigation however you see fit. If you, and this is Brian talking now, if you want me to give you a starting point, I will. But you have, like I said, you may have CIs. You have things you can lean on. If you want to volunteer, man, I think I actually want to try to go to one of my people. I've got notes back here. I can give you an idea who your CI is, or we can work it out together real quick, and we'll get you going.
She said she had one tip.
She may have one tip. Yeah, she's even with her. She's like, it's a bit of a long shot. If there was somewhere I would send you to start, based on recent activity, I would send you to the Dead Witch. And when she says that, you all know what it is. The Dead Witch is the Dead Witch Inn. Okay?
Oh, okay.
It is a popular watering hole, and the reason it is called the Dead Witch is there's a Dead Witch.
Cool.
It's a really relatively nice inn tavern type deal, but the gimmick for this place, if you want to call it a gimmick, is spiritual things and undead and whatnot kind of haunt around this area, especially in the city at night. Like we mentioned that before. And at random times, and people have gone almost insane trying to figure out some kind of pattern to it, and they really can't seem to. There's the ghost of a fortune teller who shows up at this place, and they've even given her like her own little little cubby room, and on some nights this witch will appear, and she's never attacked anyone, she's never done anything malicious. It's never been a problem where they went, we need to call some clerics in here, and we need to ghost bust in here. It's never happened because she shows up and she sits there, and you walk in, you put a gold coin on the table, and she does your fortune.
Well,
You get your fortune, you leave, and they're like in the eerie spookiness of it. They come back when she's gone, the gold's gone, which is again drives people crazy. Like, she's a ghost and she left. Where'd the gold go? Who knows? But
It's behind your ear.
it was behind your ear the whole time. The gold was in you all along. But you have, she's like, if I was going to start somewhere, I would probably start with the Dead Witch. And
right.
There's a good chance, look, all of you know people, there's a good chance maybe one or a few of them may congregate there. Maybe there tonight, you never know. I wish I could give you more, but this was up from above, and you know how this goes. It comes down, it's vague, do this thing. It's the expression my father used, shit rolls downhill, and we're downhill. So do the best you can, make one solid night's effort of it, and if I can tell them that honestly tomorrow, then we'll go from there.
Yes, sir, ma'am, sir.
So
You can
side
just
note,
call me Lieutenant, that's fine.
Absolutely, Lieutenant, sir, ma'am, sir.
That's what I was looking for.
So tell me if what I'm suggesting here is not copacetic, but I have decided that my character has the entertainer background
Yep.
and it actually is an outcast from the city of Day. So was an entertainer up top,
Okay.
but then either offended somebody or accidentally stepped in the soup or whatever, and has been forced to turn to this new life of fighting crime and charming people. So one
One out of two
possible
ain't bad.
area,
One out of two ain't bad.
I would expect I might be able to we might be able to go topside briefly and talk to somebody up there, but I don't know. I mean, I'm just throwing that out as
okay.
a possible direction for us to go if
Yeah.
that's not stepping too much on toes.
Doesn't step
But
on toes.
I'm certainly happy to let's go to the Dead Witch or follow up with your contact or whatever. I think we've got 3 different avenues unless somebody else wants to throw another suggestion in the.
It's possible that my contact, Tim and the Tool, might be found at the Dead Witch. So we can see whether he's there, and if so, we can talk to him, or otherwise, we can talk to the fortune teller.
Tim and the tool.
Yeah.
Trust just tin in the
Write it down.
tool.
Write it
Do we
down.
trust this guy?
Absolutely not. He's a criminal.
Sometimes the only way to get the information you need is to spread a little dirt around.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I've heard that before. I've heard that many times.
Really? Oh, that's a dwarven proverb, no wonder.
I've got
Hey, I'm
a
gonna-
+0 for intelligence.
Well, on that note, with your proverbs, I have a lot of paperwork to handle, and I'm going to go get to it and take as much time as you need, talk about it, and get out there and see what you can find. So, you have the stone.
Thomas salutes with the dagger still in their hand.
Yeah!
Beat last year's
Last
total!
year's total. That's
Thank you,
awesome.
everybody.
We did it.
Exciting!
We did it.
so much!
We did it. We
That
did
took
it.
us all month to do last year. We did this today.
It is
That's-
today.
That's amazing.
Now,
That's incredible.
now, number one, that's amazing. Thank you very much. Number two, I absolutely have to say that this would not have been possible at all if it had not been for the extremely hard, extremely dutiful, just extraordinary effort by both Megan Caves and Jordan.
Yeah.
Putting this whole thing together.
Absolutely.
And giving us, when I tuned in the stream last night, we already had over $1,700.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we had a huge head start, and all of this stuff that you see around here,
Yeah.
the whole wall and all of that, and all of the prize packages and all of the logistics that's going on here is
amazing.
all because of the just amazing yeoman's effort that Megan and Jordan have put in here to make this event so extra
And
special.
Dom.
And also
Yeah.
Dom,
And also
absolutely,
Dom,
yes,
yes.
and also Dom.
It's amazing.
Look, I mean, I could do a 2-hour monologue about Dom's commitment to this
Yeah,
channel
absolutely.
and to bringing you really the best experience. And there's no question that he absolutely deserves 100% of the credit here too. But
But if we have that monologue, we'll run out of my
Yeah,
inspiration
yeah.
for the hour. I have to focus. I have to roll a lot.
It's okay. I'm getting you moved.
Level 10.
It's okay. I mean, I'm getting you to it. Yeah.
But that means we're level 2, and
Oh, that does mean you're level
and
2.
thank you all so much for your donations. It really,
All right.
really
Thank
does
you.
matter.
Yes, thank you.
All right. You guys are level 2.
I get a cunning action. That's dope.
I don't
Oh,
think
that's-
there's a whole lot that we do, right?
I gotta tell
You get well, depends on your class.
It depends on your class.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get some hit points for
I like
sure.
cunning action.
Oh, I didn't bring my player's handbook.
What?
So I just went into my D&D bag and grabbed like, oh, I need this and I need this and this and I need this. If anybody wants to play the Sunless Citadel later today,
They do look very similar in
make
color.
that happen. It was like
Yeah, it is a very
it's the
similar
same
color
scheme. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
Awesome.
I'm a bard.
Okay.
I probably get a spell.
This should go pretty quick.
Do we have?
I'm actually going to put.
I-
I'm going to
why
put a
don't you-
pause on your benefits too right now.
Why don't you? Do you want to describe for us either, unless something happens on our way to the
I
dead
got
witch?
channel
do you wanna-
divinity.
I absolutely can do that.
Okay.
If you guys can multitask, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
But I don't want to distract you from from leveling your characters. Because
pretty
the
quick.
excellent people in the stream.
Yeah.
You want us to roll those hit points, or you just want us to
Oh,
take
yeah.
the half plus one?
I'm a fan of rolling. That's just me though.
All right. Jack of all trades.
That was better than
Yeah.
it would have been.
I'm a fan of the roll.
Oh.
Game. It's a game of rolling dice.
Okay,
Roll
it's
some dice.
1d8. So
Okay, so
Thank you. I
Plus
have
my
way more hit
con.
points now.
I will also say this because
That's
while you guys are
5.
doing this, because of the chat, because of people's
16.
generosity
You're
and
a
the things that have
fighter?
been unlocked,
That's
you basically have structured the way the rest of this session is going to go.
You have so much power.
There were certain things that were
So-
maybes that are not maybes now. You know, so which is awesome.
Third level.
All right.
You get action
Yeah.
surge.
Probably
I
right.
learned one more spell.
go either
You
way.
can
I
action
don't
surge
know.
once per
Alright, I'm good.
long
You're
or
good?
short
Rogues
rest.
are easy to
Yeah,
level up.
rogues are easy.
So
Yeah,
we usually
Yeah.
use attack twice.
rogues usually
So
are pretty
it's like action
easy. I
surge.
think fighters are generally pretty easy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you get
Whatever want.
the
You get to choose a fighting
action
style.
surge.
Yeah, that's
Second
right.
level.
Action surge.
Oh man.
Do you choose the fighting style at second or is it third?
Third.
Okay.
Third, yeah.
Same as the archetypes and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, martial arts type is third level.
Yep.
I get channel divinity.
So yeah, it's going to go pretty fast. So
Oh, that'll be good if
roll-
there's undead haunting around.
Yes, that's true. We did talk about that. Then roll with d8.
that is true.
Oh wait, no.
If you guys are moving along, if you guys are going to kind of get yourselves prepared, you know, grab
No,
your
D10.
gear, and get ready to get out on the streets.
That one.
and figure out what's going
Oh,
on.
that's awesome. No, it's 10.
Oh, 10. Okay.
So 10 plus 2,
Numbers are
12
good.
more hit points.
Oh, nice.
So now you have you've literally
You know
doubled your hit
D10s, bro.
points.
Come on.
Wow.
You have 24.
I just need to roll my hit points
Awesome.
now
Yeah,
and pick a
I was a
spell,
0 for a second. I was
basically.
like, figures.
Yeah,
So I'm a
do
D8 on this,
Good luck
right?
today.
Yeah,
RD8.
nice.
All right.
Still, how many hit points you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
now?
Well, let's see what happens.
How many? I'll still hit it.
24.
2
Strong.
plus your con. Your
Bruh.
con.
Very nice.
Oh, it's -1.
I gained a hit point.
No, do you roll a 1?
No, I rolled a 2, and my
Minus
con is -1. So
Good lord.
Now you have 8.
it happened.
You know,
You should really consider exercise.
8 hit
It
points.
might benefit your constitution.
I don't like to leave the studio when I'm home. You know, you go and you touch all of those free weights and you pull on all of those ropes, and there's just so much unhealthiness. I feel it brings an ill color to one's complexion.
that's fair.
Perhaps you might enjoy
5
climbing
times your con.
onto roofs. For no particular reason.
Helma, how many hit points do you have now?
15.
15?
What?
Squishy McGrogerson.
What do you mean squishy?
How
I have
many do you
8.
have?
24.
After leveling.
24.
If
24?
you're squishy, I'm like
You are tissue paper.
Yeah, somebody's-
Like I
A
said,
stiff breeze. And that bard is cut in half.
lift more, my dude.
This is an indication of how tired I am. I'm reading down the spell list, and I just transposed 2 spells so that there was Silent Image, Speak, and Sleep with Animals.
Sleep.
I mean,
That's a different game.
that is,
No, no,
that is
no.
that is some, you know, 3rd edition OpenGL source book stuff right there. that is
Oh,
that
Nelly.
is.
Yes.
D&D.
Oh, there's no
Found in the
question.
butt by beast ship.
Possibly perfect.
Still, how many hit points did you end up with?
I'm at 16.
16?
Yeah.
All right.
How can I not take Charm Person? What's wrong with you? That's,
Rough.
Hmm.
Did you choose
How many hit points you have?
I have 8.
domain?
I'm a life cleric. Is that okay
You know what?
with you?
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, it was chosen for me.
It was chosen.
So
I'm going to do Fairy Fire.
it wasn't my choice.
Oh, Fairy Fire's wonderful.
Chat wanted to know.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Life,
I
everybody.
extra love Fairy
I'm a-
Fire, though.
Yeah.
That advantage.
Cleric
Like a rogue.
The problem with Charm
life.
Person is when it
Yep.
wears off, they realize that it happened, and then they usually get mad at you.
Yeah, but it's an hour ago. It's not the Friends cantrip. It's all good.
Well, I have that as well.
You also have.
Oh, that's how we
Yeah.
said. Friends
This
with all
will
of us.
end well. Everything will be great,
Everything
you
is going to be
guys.
great. There's nothing to worry about.
Listen, we just need to climb to the top of this nearest building and start casting friends at random.
Wait, why are we friends with you?
Come here,
I
friend.
mean-
Come up here and help me tune in the reception on my sending stone. That seems to be a problem.
All right, put your arms up like this.
Nothing to come look at my etchings.
I really, if this was a campaign, I would run that into the ground almost. I'd want that to be a running thing where, over the course of the campaign, you convince that bard to climb higher and higher and higher. You know, look, we're going to
Eventually-
go up to the city of Day for a little while.
Eventually he's
climb
going to
that
fall
tower.
down.
Point of interest. What's actually your athletics check to climb things?
Well, actually, I'm trained in athletics. Acrobatics is +4. Athletics is +1.
I'll help you. I'm usually the one helping you up there.
Well, you're just like pushing.
All right.
Eventually, I'll push
I'm
you.
leveled up.
That is
I think we're done.
That
Yeah.
is so fast.
Thank
It's
you so much,
amazing.
you guys.
You probably saved their lives. It's amazing. Okay, so basically what we're doing is you
What
guys
did
have,
you have planned? Getting to level 2 saved our lives.
No,
The
no,
lieutenant
game
is a
of
dragon.
no, it was fine.
I
It was
gained
fine.
1 hit point. If
It's
my
fine.
life
Hey,
hinged
fine.
on 1
All
hit
you
point.
know, he's
Fine.
gonna roll damage, and that 1 hit point will save your life. So thank you,
Exactly.
chat.
Yes.
Is it one more hit point than
Thank
you
you.
had?
We could take it back.
Is it one more hit point than what you had?
Thank you.
There
Brian.
you go.
Yay, bards!
Take chat.
They gave chat gave it to you.
Yes.
One whole hit
That's
point.
true. I don't
Thank
mean
you,
to
chat.
be ingrateful.
You're gonna be fine.
We proceed to the Dead Witch watering hole, where if it is available, I would like my fortune to be told.
Oh.
What do the great heights of the city of Day hold in store for me and my sending stone?
You're almost getting this. You're almost getting this Shatner kind of thing going now, which is.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad about it. You're getting like this young Shatner.
Brian, I
I asked for it. I
Want
really.
you to know.
I asked for it.
You
No.
ignore it.
The Shatner's even worse.
Yeah, I brought myself into this. I did this myself.
We do have another event that we have to play at 5 o'clock.
Yes, and we need to. Yeah, we're gonna get
right.
on it. We're getting on it
So
right
get to
now.
that dead witch.
We're getting on it. So
fine.
basically, what's up is you guys have gathered up your standard gear for the evening and whatnot. You all feel a little better, a little more experienced. That uniform just makes you feel a little more
Awesome.
awesome.
I
you
rolled
know?
up the sleeves.
Perfect. That is what experience teaches you. Roll up your sleeves. That's right.
All it took to become level 2. Woof, woof, woof.
I mean, with XP at level 1, kinda.
Kinda.
It's kind of true.
So you
right.
have rolled up your sleeves, and we are on the street. Okay. Like I said, the station house is pretty small, pretty unassuming. It's the best way I can put it is, you know where the Night Guard's headquarters is. You know, it is closer to the entrance to the city or to the Dusk Quarter. You guys are probably closer down to the southern edge of the city of Night.
Okay.
So basically, you guys walk out of here, and it's a busy thoroughfare. Like, it is a busy street. Even though it is night, I'm going to say your shift probably starts around 8:30-ish, you know, in the evening. So you truly are right now midnight shift, you know, into the early hours. But that means that it's still early enough that everything is going on. You know, there are still families on the street, people coming, you know, different minor shifts. The City of Night never really shuts down because you have so many different mining shifts coming and going throughout the days, cargo coming and going, all that. But at this point, you are probably a stone's throw from the Tavern District itself. You know, you have all either been to the Dead Witch or you know how to get there. And it is a short trip, so you can do it on foot. That's the other kind of beauty, at least right now, of this city, is you can do most everything, especially down here on foot. You know, it may take you a few minutes to cross it, but it's one of those things where only the larger roads and thoroughfares can really accommodate horse, buggy, you know, cargo type stuff. The rest of it is alleys, you know, and it's, depending on where you get, alleys are a maze.
City that never sleeps, pedestrian friendly. Got it.
Yeah. There you go. Now, are you sensing a theme? Yeah. So, but basically what you get here is a short trip, unless you guys are planning any other kind of detours I need to know about.
No.
You know, you're walking along, everything seems to be going pretty fine. And I probably shouldn't have phrased it that way.
yeah.
I probably shouldn't have praised it that way.
Until.
Ryan's also kind of tired.
3 days away from my retirement.
Is
First day of the
anyone
job.
actually
3
3
days
days
away.
away from retirement?
Gonna
I'm
go
just
on
kind of
this
curious.
routine
This is
patrol.
our first time doing this shift job, so
I'm
no?
just kind of wondering. you
It's
know.
a really short career.
It's a really short
4 days.
career.
is a
I know
career.
it's very surprising to you, but I am in fact new to this profession.
So basically, you guys are walking along here, and we know that you are wanting to go see Tim and the Tool.
Oh, right, yeah.
That is who you're kind of intending to look for, you know, at the Dead Witch. Knowing the Tool will probably be there. For the purposes of this, one of you give me one of your criminal informants. You just a name and name and a brief description. Who are they? Could be any one of you.
I know a Reggie.
Reggie?
Reggie.
What's Reggie look like?
He looks like an old man. Really old.
Really old man.
Old as death.
Okay.
Very old.
And
Human, dwarf. What?
he's a baker.
Okay, that's what's on his character sheet. Yep. Yeah. Race.
Reggie the old
Baker.
You wouldn't think this guy is an informant, but he is. Trust me.
Okay.
That's why he's so effective, because you'd never suspect.
You never
it.
expect it.
Everybody needs baked goods.
Everybody needs baked goods.
Everybody
I'm with.
needs
I am
Come on.
so with you on this.
Sometimes while they're waiting
Criminals
for their
gotta
baked goods,
eat.
they talk about stuff.
Exactly.
And Reggie
Criminals
hears.
gotta
Baking takes time.
Yeah. I mean,
Where else are you going to put the files if not inside the baked goods?
I mean,
There you go.
Sure.
the harshest of criminals. Put a criminal in front of me that doesn't just melt in front of an awesome, you know, loaf of bread or
So,
pie.
sometimes you need some cookie brownies.
Sometimes you need cookie brownies. You know,
Some
guys.
pancakes.
You know, guys.
Cookie
Good
brownies.
job burning those
No,
buildings
not
down.
pancakes.
Let's go for cookie brownies. You know? Who's on board?
He's open 24 hours. Everybody loves him.
You are.
You're Irish now.
I can't decide. I'm really bad at this word voice.
It's just moving all around the British Isles.
It's, you know, you're just all over the place at this point. But you're walking along here, okay? And I guess I should tell you, how the citizens of the City of Night treat you guys, as far as the Night Guard in general. Okay, you don't get a whole lot of, oh, there's cops, get away from them type deal. It is going to be a case by case. Sometimes you're going to get oh, I'm so glad to see you. Look, there's some stuff going on in the street, and you really need to take care of this. Or you may have those, I've had bad run-ins, and I don't trust you. Or I just don't want to deal with it. That's probably the baseline. Is most people just keep their head down, and do their thing, and that's how it goes here. But you're walking down a relatively busy street, making your way to the Dead Witch. When through the crowd, because you know him so well, you see him, okay? You see Reggie, literally, old man Reggie, kind of uncharacteristically not at the bakery, walking with his cane, dressed simply, got a couple kind of robes or shawls over him, dressed like an old man would dress. Kind of beating feet through this crowd. It takes you a second, then you realize it. He's, you guys were kind of coming this way, he was going this way. And you get it really quick. He's veering towards you guys pretty quickly, and gets about this far away, makes a beeline straight for you, and kind of, we need to step over here and talk right now.
What's going on?
We need to step over here and talk right now. Keep your voice down. Oh, come on.
Oh, all right.
And he's basically trying to usher you kind of into a little short alley here off the main thoroughfare.
Seem safe.
I would like to make a perception check and see
Roll some D20.
who he is worried about.
You roll some D20.
I'm going to spend my inspiration. You can't get it back if you never give it away.
Whole session.
Nice.
16 plus 3 is 19.
Okay, so tell me what you're doing. Are you looking to see if there's someone he's worried about? Is that how you phrased it?
Yeah. So he's like, hurry up! You got to get out of here! Or let's pull over to here.
pull over here and
He's
talk.
clearly nervous that he's
Who do you
being
think
watched and
Taylor-
intercepted. So I want to scan the crowd, not obviously, but I want to scan the crowd and see if there's anybody suspicious who's either watching him or watching us.
Okay, fair enough. You as you said, kind of standing here, you kind of look around the crowd, and there's a lot of people coming and going, but no one stands out as this person was chasing Reggie. Like Reggie is doing a little bit of the, but not. I guess the best way to role play that is it's more. Come on, we need to talk. Not. We need to talk.
Okay.
We need to talk. It's all
That's
going
fine.
bad. But you don't really see anything that sticks out at this point. If you move with him, I assume you are.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you just take me or all of us?
He'll take all of you.
Oh, okay, cool.
But basically, he kind of steps in here, and Reggie's always been, really friendly with you. Reggie genuinely seems like a pretty nice dude. But he, like you said, he's a baker. He hears things. Maybe you've got the impression maybe in his youth, maybe he was, up to no good at one point, and
Sure.
then went, it's it for me. I'm just gonna make bread.
Sure. Yeah.
Make some cookie brownies. Make cookie brownies, everything's fine. Cookie brownies fix everything.
I hear he used to work with a butcher and a candlestick maker too.
That's true, he did. Murderers all.
You don't want to know what the butcher did before they went and got cookie brownies.
He has since been cowed.
Cowed?
We're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a conversation. No.
I look forward to it.
No, you keep those up. That's fine with me. Puns are my weakness. So he kind of hurries up, pulls you aside, and he's like, "Look, I'm glad I caught you when you left the station. I've been waiting for you to come out. Look, tonight could be pretty rough for you guys. I hear. What's the best way to put it? Okay, the Black Talons, which you guys know to be a gang in this region." The Black Talons, the Brides,
Brides?
the Brides, also another gang in the City of Night.
Dig it.
The Black Talons and the Brides, both. Don't ask me why. I'm not exactly sure what started this. But they're gunning for Night Guard. Now they're aggressively coming after Night Guard. And the last thing I heard an hour ago when I caught one of this at the shop is they're targeting groups that are going out on midnights, on the late night patrols. you guys know your numbers are down during the midnight shifts, and they're actively coming after you. So I just want to tell you, because of that thing we did that one time, that thing I owe you,
Right.
just keep an eye out. Be careful. I just don't want you to get blindsided.
What?
I had an eye out. I don't feel like anyone's particularly looking for us.
Does he always talk like that?
Well, that's him.
Totally.
Oh no, you have a very lovely voice.
See you.
Are you a
I
performer?
get that.
Are you a performer?
I am a performer of sorts, yes.
Really? We've been looking to have like somebody singing at the. We're opening like a little cafe bar right next door to the bakery. You looking for work?
Don't tempt me with that sort of offer, or well, we'd be off there right now. As a matter of fact, no,
I quit.
I'm
No, you
afraid
must
my
not tempt him.
Let's do it.
I'm afraid my singing days are behind me. I sang the tale of a man who was deeply, deeply in love, and when I sang that tale, his wife found out that it was not her. That woman was my wife, that man was me, and I've since pledged never to sing in public again.
Like ever? Like ever?
Ever.
This will never become plot relevant, I'm sure.
Never, ever will it be plot relevant. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, son.
Not as sorry as my wife was.
All right, well, that happened. So look, because we go back, that's the only reason I'm coming to tell you. Just be careful. You know, they are, like I said, they're coming after guard. So,
And when he did his perception check, he was looking for somebody who was after the baker, right? So it's like, can I do another perception check just to see,
is
you
anyone
know,
already?
are
is
there
someone already-
brides, black talents, anything unusual?
Yeah,
Someone,
go ahead, roll it. Sure.
20?
Yeah. D20.
Don't you have inspiration though, bro?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
do
I
it
guess I might as well.
No, you have the hour.
You still have the hour.
You have the
Yeah,
hour.
still
Yeah,
going,
you still
yeah.
have the
Oh.
hour, yeah.
We
Yes.
both got an hour.
Yeah, bring it
Forgot
up.
about
Got a
that.
second D20.
Go, 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 go. Yeah,
There.
that's better.
See?
Much
There
better.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What'd you get?
and
Zero
you have
plus
plus.
Oh,
You get
three,
pluses,
and
yeah.
then plus 3, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18.
18. With an 18, I will tell you this much. You're standing here kind of off to the side, and you know this conversation, which clearly is always going to get at least slightly weird when he's involved, is literally you're standing here talking, and you kind of have that moment where it's like, "You always talk like that? Oh, we're opening a cafe bar, or whatever," and you're standing there doing the okay. What is going on here? Is there anything I need to be worried about? You can't be 100% sure. I'll let you take this and run with it as you see fit. But you could swear at least 2 or 3 people that were kind of in the crowd. The minute you did like you're looking for a buddy at a concert, the way you kind of did and just kind of scanned, at least 2 or 3 people almost seemed to kind of slightly duck and scatter into the people. That's the way it seemed to you. Now, is that paranoia talking, or is that you really saw something? I'll let you role play that as you see fit.
So he's still with the baker, or
Yeah,
I think we're all.
Yeah,
yeah, we're all
all
kind of
standing
right there.
there.
Yeah. Well, we're not all about to be here because you're doing that. He kind of. And I'm gonna get back to the bakery. So, because no offense, I don't want to be nearby if something happens. Because I'm old. Old people break. All right. I'll see you later. You know, come by
Everybody-
tomorrow if you're. Yeah, come by tomorrow.
Thank you, Reggie. I appreciate it.
And he kind of beats feet. You know, on his
See,
way.
everyone on your toes. I don't think we're alone. Like some Irish now too.
Oh, that it just spreads.
This
That's
whole
what happened.
thing
Yeah.
I've caught the
Grandpa
Irish.
song, Irish, eager.
Eager. That is the best way. Chipper is the best way to describe that accent.
Don't worry, we're like a good vaccine. We're going to immunize the rest of the table from this spreading. We're just going to
It's like, where are you going with
over
this?
here
This is happening.
keep it contained on either side so it doesn't go off into the studio, off into the internet anywhere.
So like I got my hand on my sword, and I'm kind of now just like sort of keeping an eye out on watching the crowd.
What did you see?
Well, I just scanned, and maybe it's nothing, but I saw a couple of people duck down. Maybe they all dropped change at the same time.
I don't know if that's change I can believe in.
Wow.
Man, I want to give you inspiration for that so bad.
Bringing the puns from Vast, are you?
But you see this kind of thing kind of play out, okay? And it's your choice. Do you guys want to? Do you want to keep pursuing this? Do you want to keep walking? What do you want to do?
Well, now we know that we're being eyed. I mean, that's what the baker told us, and you saw that. Just got to be more careful, I guess.
But you said they ran off.
Yeah.
They ducked down.
It was clear that they kind of went ooh and scattered away from you. Like I'll even give you this much: if you guys are standing here and there's the main thoroughfare, they obviously went to opposite sides and away from you. You know, none of them did the let me go hide here. It was they were running.
Gone.
Yeah,
okay.
they scattered.
Everyone on high alert. They're out here somewhere.
I'd like to get up, like parkour up a little higher so that I can look down at them and sort of have a bird's eye view of whether anybody's going to be coming at my friends.
You can absolutely do that.
All right.
Parkour, nice.
Yeah.
Give me a roll, please.
17 plus acrobatics, yeah?
Yeah, we'll use that. That's fine.
24.
Oh yeah, that's plenty. That's
Parkour,
like I said,
parkour.
it's all built of stone. There's plenty of handholds. You know, parkour. Not a problem. You can get up a little bit higher, get a little bit of a ledge, and kind of look down, kind of on the crowd of people as they're moving. You're up here. Are you looking for? Are you doing basically?
I'm keeping an eye on my friends to see if anybody's sort of like making beeline for them.
Oh, I
Basically,
got you. I
like
got you.
being the
We're-
eyes in the sky
I got
as
you.
they
We're
progress
still,
through the
We're
alley.
still going.
Right.
You're just up here, and they're here. It's
I
not a
whisper to
problem.
myself,
Not
I
a
am
problem.
the night.
You are the knight. You have
Like
become
Vito
one.
watching Don Fanucci in the dark.
You have become one with the knight. So that is not a problem. But if you guys keep moving, all right, the Dead Witch is, like I said, isn't too terribly far away.
Okay,
You know, and
yeah.
you are able to parkour your way there. You know, because it looks cool.
Can I ask a question about legal operation here?
Bring it on.
Would we know whether it's copacetic for us to ditch our uniforms and operate undercover without clearing that with someone, or?
In this circumstance, you do as you see fit.
Okay.
You do as you see fit. You know,
Yeah.
Does Tiana care?
there's a couple, mainly because there's a couple of reasons there. One is out of gameplay. We all know it's one session. Do what you see fit. You know. Two, if you've just been warned, they're coming after Night Guard.
Right,
You
yeah.
know, that is your discretion to go. Maybe I should. If I don't, at least cover most of my uniform.
Right.
You know, because like I said, you guys aren't in the standard beat cop uniforms anymore. You have a little bit more personalization to your stuff, but like maybe putting something over your badge that you could just, if you just need to, you could show
Right,
it.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
That
you could
makes
do
sense.
those sorts of things if you want to. Yeah, that's totally fine.
I like that.
Oh, our hour of inspiration has come to an end, my friend. Oh, I will snooze it for 10 minutes.
You
so
should.
That you
Yeah,
can
we
get
have
the
the
should.
10 minutes where you said you
Full
put it on
benefit.
pause.
Yeah, do that.
but
Yeah.
Then
Snooze
it's
that.
gone.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Then it is gone.
Oh, for what
My
it's
lawyer.
worth, you guys all got another
Los Lair
bump
Esquire.
for what it's worth.
Another bump!
Another bump. Hey.
Do you get 3 more?
I
again?
do.
Oh,
This is your
This will
rule.
go
You
well
did
for
this
us.
to
I
yourself.
have a cutoff. Like after a certain amount of donations, I don't get any more.
This
but-
cutoff is $20,000.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, when we get to $20,000, Brian can't add any more bumps.
And I'm
Noted.
totally fine with that.
You know,
I'm totally fine with that.
this is the way that we get murdered. I'm cool with that. Like, that's fine.
If it does that, then great. Okay. So basically, you guys are moving along here.
Yeah, so I do make the quick suggestion, like perhaps we should get some sort of cloaks or something to travel a little less in a little less noteworthy fashion amongst the crowds.
A little undercover work.
Aye.
What?
I'm loving this.
Where are we gonna get?
spread?
Where are we gonna get cloaks from?
I look just directly at Helmus.
Up on the roof, being the night.
Throws them down.
I give one of those loud coughs, like, come on.
I look up my sleeve like, do you think I have coats in here?
I get out my sending stone and I'm like, you are the night. You have become the darkness.
The good news is you're close enough that you can just hear him say that.
Yeah, that's super convenient.
Bat Helmus.
Join us and provide the cover of night which we so richly crave.
cloaks.
Where there's just some lines
Just to
of
clarify, cloaks.
in
By
the
way,
alley
we
that
need
we're in, you
cloaks.
could just see some lines of laundry, and there's just cloaks, and she could just.
You could absolutely do that.
So sure, yes, I will grab those and I'll drop them and they'll kind of like float, and just like go like a ghost, like a sheep ghost onto his head.
I'm sorry.
And they sort of fall on the ground in front of you guys.
It
But you're very, very spooky.
It lands on me, and I just stand there, humiliated for a moment.
Ah, you're ghost!
And then you just see, like,
Damn it!
you just see the point of a short sword go shink, and then shink, and then there's 2 eye holes, and I'm ready to go.
And I drop down just for a moment.
Now
like,
you are in the night.
you are the knight.
I am the night. I become the watcher in darkness. Woe be to those who would try to shed light in these dark times.
This is much creepier when it's 1 inch away from you.
My voice has now become a bad Batman Bane voice.
I've noticed that.
The Bard Knight rises.
Oh, yeah.
Too soon?
Yeah.
No, perfect.
Helmus! Save Martha! Save Martha!
It's Martha's all the way down.
Too many
mother.
Marthas.
I mean,
Save me, mother!
I asked for this. I truly asked for
Great.
this.
Oh yeah, LA sounds like fun. I got the weekend free. A lot of laughs. Let's go. It'll be great.
Welcome to
It'll be
Martha's Terrace.
awesome. And then I get Martha's all the way down. It's great.
All right, so toss on these cloaks.
Toss on those cloaks to cover some of your.
This is the finest garment I've ever had.
So basically, you guys move along here, and sure enough, you do start to approach, basically the front of the Dead Witch Inn. Okay, it's one, like I said, one of the nicer establishments, relatively unassuming. You do have a sign out front. That's probably the thing that most people that live here like about it is the sign is unnecessarily graphic / comedic in that you have like the whole wood carved thing that goes on, and it does have like the Dead Witch Inn, and then of course someone has done like this crude kind of caricature of like a dead witch head with like the X's over the eyes and the tongue hanging out, and it's way too hokey, but people seem to love it. So, like me in high school. So basically, you do this, and you get the front of the place. It looks like it's not packed, but it's pretty busy. I will give you this much. Based on the crowd you're seeing, you're not sure if the witch is actually there or not. Because usually on witch nights, the word gets out pretty fast. And
There's a sign out front.
there's the witch is in.
7 p.m. Witches in.
Right,
Still,
like,
let's
is
go.
there a
It's
particular
witch
hour?
night.
Like, 8:30 is kind of a little bit early
It
to
is-
start getting your witch on.
It is a little bit early.
hour.
It's true.
Right.
It is true.
Oh, you should have at
So, like, maybe we show up
7:45 for
again,
witch
yeah.
night? How gauche. Everyone knows the witch doesn't really give the good prophecies until 9:30 at the earliest.
The witch always shows when I get drunk enough.
That is also true. Yeah. But you guys stand out front. What would you like to do? You want to move in?
Yeah, we should probably walk in. I mean, we're kind of undercover now. It wouldn't look odd if just 4 friends walking into a bar.
Just 4
Three
bucks.
friends and a ghost.
Yeah, you
Are
should
you
probably
legit still
fix
wearing that thing over your head?
that.
No, I mean I should be, but I'm
Like a damn fool.
Go to the bar and order an ale. What do we have here? Beer, ale? Yes.
Beer, ale,
2.
some wine.
2
Before
ass.
we go
2
in,
for me and my buddy.
I want to just from my
Great,
position
now we're characters.
I didn't
as
know-
the knight,
As the knight, yes.
I want to see whether I see anybody kind of shadily being across the street, like, with their arms crossed.
Oh, I got you. It's like, oh, I'm just waiting for these fools.
Right,
Yeah, I got
yeah.
you. Go ahead and give me a perception roll for that.
All right. Ha ha.
You still have
Lol.
inspiration.
Till that
Yes,
snooze goes off.
for another.
4 minutes.
That lot of good it'll do
Yes.
me with a 12.
Yeah.
Nothing stands out. Everything looks fine. That's usually my stock answer on those rolls. Everything looks fine.
Looks all right to me.
Looks great. No problems there.
Everything looks dandy.
Just some people living their lives. Ain't nothing to worry about. Are you coming down from being the knight to go in with them, or are you staying out here?
Given that my perception check is, let's see, balls,
Oh, balls.
I think I will probably not be the lookout.
Okay, I got you. Not a problem. So coming down from being the knight, rejoining the dusk.
I'm the
Twilight.
You're the Twilight.
As I see them
Crepuscule.
coming back to rejoin us, I go and stand by the front door, sort of, because my perception check's not terrible. So I'm just going to sort of stand and just watch, the outside and just keep an eye
Keep
trained
an eye,
towards
see if
what's going.
anything weird's going on.
Yeah, this
I
is
gotcha.
Nikki. I'll be the knight, and you'll be the lookout knight.
Yes.
Helmus, I hate to interrupt your fun, but aren't we looking for your contact?
Oh, right.
Absolutely. That's why I stopped being the knight.
Very good.
So yeah, I want to look around for Tim and the Tool.
Not a problem. You are basically standing here. Like I said, it's a pretty good crowd. You're scanning the crowd. You're looking for Tim and the Tool, and sure enough, you see him kind of sitting on the far end of the bar. Not pulling full stride or sitting in a dark corner anywhere. But he's just kind of sitting over having a drink, minding their own business. From what it seems like, and then as you guys kind of go, there he is. You're probably standing by the door, like you said. You guys are. What are you guys doing? Tell me that real fast.
Well, we're getting drinks, I think.
Yeah.
We were
At
getting
the
drinks.
bar.
I guess I took my beer, and I'm standing by the door, sort of drinking now.
Right, the table that's closest to the
Looking
door.
around.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of checking stuff out. What are you doing?
I'd like a
Being
warm
Aragorn
lemon
Strider.
tea with just a drop of brandy in it, please.
You are at the bar making that order. You're doing this.
I'll be next to him, I guess, then. At the bar.
When basically you get, we are going to activate one of the things that happened, which I am calling
Stabbed in the kidney.
the Kool-Aid Man event.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
I'm sorry.
Basically, you guys.
Pardon me.
Yeah!
I ordered tea, not Kool-Aid.
The way this happens is you guys are standing here and everything seems just normal. Normal is the way it should be. You were getting ready to walk over and talk to your contact. You guys were doing your thing, and you suddenly hear this scream, and it is like this really weird, double echoey, kind of guttural scream, like two screams over the top of each other. It sounds like just on the other side of the wall from where you guys are standing. Like if you're looking at the inside of the bar over here, it sounds like it came from over there somewhere, probably like one of the alleyways.
Is that where the witch typically shows up?
No, she's typically inside the actual establishment, but this sounds like it came from just outside. Okay.
Roger.
And you hear this weird kind of double echoey guttural scream. And for everyone in this setting, you're probably familiar, at least with the basic sound of it, is when mages speak, they typically have a bit of an echo to their voice. Because again, there's the elemental and the person they're bound to speaking together. And in this case, and we'll see what you guys can figure out from it, you hear this terrible guttural scream. There is a flare of fire that literally looks so hot and so bright, you can see it through some of the stonework on that wall.
Whoa.
And it literally lights up like a nova, blows part of this wall in, and I need you all to roll initiative.
They are not the knight.
They are not the knight. They're opposite of the knight. Please
And it
roll
hasn't
initiative.
snoozed yet.
With advantage, hurry!
Yeah.
Roll an initiative.
Oh, do we
Okay,
have
you are going to the
advantage
back of the
on
line,
initiative?
dice.
What's on everything? It's
20?
It's on D20 rolls.
Oh.
It is.
All right.
Yeah, advantage counts for D20 rolls.
Oh, just
Roll it.
It was in your hand.
Oh, good.
11. Yeah.
All right.
Now I earn an advantage by puns alone.
13.
Now we have our hard work cut out for us.
The punster always rolls twice. That was not even an advantage. I still got it.
I mean,
I'm just a bad person.
Come on.
I'm just a bad person.
Well, actually, it says I'm neutral good on this sheet, so I must be.
we're all neutral good, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, great for cops.
Cops, yeah, exactly. Not lawful or anything. That's not what cops are.
Who's top out of the group here? What's our lineup for the group?
I got a 10.
7.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
What? I
Give me a
got a
second.
13.
Oh, you
And
did
I'm
it.
11.
20 or above? Anybody?
No.
19, 18, 17, 16, 15,
I'm highest on 13.
13.
What did you get?
11.
Oh, okay. So I think it's him, her, me,
Them.
him. Yes.
Yes, that is the way that goes. I'm going to do that.
Really squirreled it.
All right,
What?
so
There was never a Reese's here.
let me describe what you see. We're going to draw a really quick map on this thing. I'm assuming I can use
Yeah, there's a.
that
Yes.
thing. Okay. All right. We're gonna do a really
Yeah,
quick map
please
here.
by me.
Here's me. This is the bard.
Yeah.
This is the fighter.
All right.
And the rogue will be this one.
Again, very quick map. Please forgive the crudeness of my map. I hate drawing really quick maps like this sometimes, though. It's like I draw maps professionally.
What's that, Jordan?
Shut up.
No one speak while Brian is drawing the map. It'll distract you.
Give it down.
Give it down over there.
All of this, it's you. All of this, it's you.
It's like you're gaming with Cookie Monster. Yeah. All right, we'll go with that for now. That'll work for us. Okay, so place yourselves where you were in here.
Two are ordering drinks. One's by the
By the
door.
front door?
Yeah, you were by the front door.
You were.
I was beelining it to Timon, who was at the end of the bar. I don't know which end.
Harold,
Yeah,
you
he
do
was
that.
at the end of the bar, so push us about halfway between these two.
Cool.
And then.
that
Oh,
me?
sorry. Yeah. Wait. No, you're this one. This is the rogue. Where were you?
I was with you. I was ordering my
Right. Cool.
my tea.
That's a bummer. I mean, it looked good too. Like the bartender had literally
dropped it as
just
soon
made
as-
it,
Oh, I'm-
and the minute that happened,
I'm sure it spilled a little bit. I just like the dirtiest look goes over my shoulder, like.
Oh, and your singer background, so it's like hot tea with honey and lemon.
A little brandy.
but you're never going to sing again.
That
Old
doesn't-
habits die hard, trust.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
that doesn't mean that
Especially that.
Here's what you
particular-
get. Basically, this, like I said, this thing kind of lights up like a fireball kind of nova on the other side of this thing, and the wall blows out. And of course, it's very loud, and people start screaming, and it's a little bit of a chaos thing that kind of washes over this place. And what you see standing, thank you, standing there is you have what looks like may have been
in front of you because that's you.
But no one can read it then. This way everybody can read it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Looks like it was, you really can't tell through the flames if it was, it's a humanoid woman, but you can't tell if she was maybe elven, if she's human, you're not really sure. But what you're seeing for sure is you have her kind of doubled over in agony. You can see that there is some kind of like gash or something on her side, like maybe she's been attacked, and basically wrapped around her. Imagine any like larger kind of fire elemental you've seen in pictures and in D&D and stuff. This thing is roughly has a face and it's got arms and kind of fiery talons and the whole deal. It's like a fire elemental basically is swirling around this woman, okay? And she is screaming like a banshee, okay? And most of you have met mages, dealt with mages in your life and with your career, okay? You know that they're bound to these elementals. And sometimes, mainly just because you're cops, I'll give you this much, is if the mage is damaged too much, like in game terms, if a mage was to be stabbed or hurt too much where they would go maybe into dying status, there is a chance that the elemental that they're bound with has this primal instinct. The host is dying, I've got to get out. And that's what's happened. And when that happens, there's a slim chance that you can get them to rebind and calm down, but for the moment, she is gravely injured, and you're dealing with a rampaging elemental.
Okay.
So that is what you have in front of you, and the heat radiates off this thing. It's distorting the vision around it. People are screaming, people are running. I'm not going to flood that map with a bunch of minis because that's just not the kind of thing we're doing today, you know. And basically you have this, bartenders are ducking behind the bar, you know, people are starting to rush their way out. You know, like at this point, if you were to try to run out the front door with them, that might slow your progress a little bit because so many people are starting to, and we're seconds from the instinct of, oh shit, we gotta go. Things are about to get really bad here, you know, but you've got her just in the middle of just, screaming, and it's almost completely independent from the way that elemental is behaving. It's literally doing the thing where it's just looking around, looking for a target. You know, because it literally looks kind of flared up and just agitated. And it's the best way I can put it. This thing is about to start behaving like a wild animal. You know, in a crowded room. So
All right.
Yeah.
that is initiative. That is done.
Let's make that
She
happen.
technically started us on what's going on here. So basically for her turn, what I'm going to have happen is she did that, reacted, the wall blew out, and I'm going to have her ready a thing. I'm going to call it her because that's who the host is, and we'll go from there. So that was Elemental Mage. Tiana.
I am inclined to try to heal this person.
You can
but
take that judgment and knife off, or knight off. Yeah.
I don't have a ranged heal that I can do.
Thank you.
I don't know that sleeping the bar is going to be helpful. So,
What time do we technically stop, guys?
do we step at 5?
Yeah, but
Five? Okay. Just pacing. So.
All right.
you can walk over there.
I guess I'll try to shoot.
Oh, it's pretty far.
Can I shoot the creature without killing the mage?
For now, for the purposes of this, can treat them as one. Yeah. Because they literally are bound. Like you can see it with your eye. Literally, there's there's fire elemental coming like through her, out of her, you know, the whole deal. If you want to try to get in there and just hurt one without the other, you can try, but it might be tough. Now,
I am. This is me, yes, or this is me?
You're this one.
I'm
Yeah.
this one.
that one. There you go. Oh, with the saucy flair going on with your
Yes.
mini. Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
Let's just call it that. So I'm going to stand next to my roguish coworker, and
You are the knight.
and I shall command this foul beast back into the mage that binds you to this world, back into the comforting arms, the embrace of the symbiotic host which provides you safe passage through this mortal realm. Back, elemental, or your life force shall be snuffed. I'm going, since I have advantage on intimidation checks,
Oh, that's right.
You absolutely
I'm
do.
going to try to intimidate this
Yes.
creature.
That is
Love it.
a fine thing to try. Bring it on.
Keyword.
Oh, that is a DM response right there.
Yes.
What?
I'm familiar with
You're
these
trying everything.
hijinks. 18 total.
18 total. Here is what happens for sure. That is a solid roll. What you get, while you do not get the one shot, hey, let me just go back to where I was.
Yes.
What you do get is this thing, call it for whatever reason. Maybe it can understand common because of who it's bound to, you know, whatever the case may be. That thing looks at you, and you do get that moment of these fiery eyed elemental holes basically kind of stare at you, and this thing is just in a rage. And you do that, and it almost furrows a brow in a way where it kind of goes, did you just fucking say that to me? But what that's going to do is I am going to take it off its ready that it had, because honestly, it kind of did the, is this smart? What am I supposed to do here? And that's what you did.
All right.
You kicked that out.
Very good.
And it doesn't have a ready to action anymore.
And I'm sorry, I don't recall off the top of my head, since I don't have extensive experience playing a bard. Is bardic inspiration a bonus action, or is it something that requires regular?
I
can look it up.
It's a bonus action, I believe.
Bonus
Double check.
action.
Yep.
Then my dear friend Estrond
Whose
here,
name I need to
who, as I so fondly recall, is resistant to fire damage, I shall grant Estrond
Legit.
my bardic inspiration.
It is a
die.
bonus.
Yep.
Confirmed.
So
I'd have felt
you
real
have
embarrassed. I'd have felt real embarrassed if I got that wrong.
you have a D6 which you may add to a single ability check, attack roll, or saving throw at your choice, and you don't have to decide whether to use it. until after you see what the roll is.
Oh, great.
Bards are great.
Aren't they?
You're allowed to have
They're
that for up to
It's
10 minutes
like-
if you don't use it within the next 10 minutes of game time. Not game time, but of time in the
Time.
world.
Time, yeah.
It will go away.
Yeah, game time.
Thank you.
That slows right down.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you moved, did that, did that.
Yes.
That is you. It was Tiana. Helmus.
All right. So, you know how a bee cop must have felt when the Chitauri were just like screaming,
Yeah.
I'm not qualified for this! And sort of just like vault over the bar to get out of line of sight. So I'm using my cunning action as bonus action to hide. So do you want me to roll for stealth or consider myself hidden out of line of sight?
Go ahead, roll it.
Yeah. 16 for stealth.
Done. Just make a note.
Groovy. I am bestealthed, and from my bestealth, I'm going to panic. I'm going to panic. I'm going to panic. No.
No.
I
No.
am the knight.
You are the knight.
And I would like to short bow at it.
Do it.
Yes. Advantage for stealth. Being a rouge.
Ooh, nice.
That'll do. 24.
A 24
Yes.
hits it.
All right.
For sure.
Awesome. 3 for 13.
13 points.
Yes.
That is some excellence right there.
Being a rouge.
Rouge. Helmus, Steld.
Okay, I want to get a little closer to this, get in line with my allies here, and what do you think about this? Thaumaturgy, one of them says you can cause flame to flicker, brighten, or dim. Can I use that on the elemental?
That is quite creative.
Yeah. Dig.
Tell me, by dimming it, what is your intended result
Well,
here?
so you said it was enraged.
Yeah.
Maybe dimming the flames that it's like calming it down a little bit.
That's not a bad idea.
Right? Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm
What is
thinking.
I'll tell you what. You throw it, and I will give you a spell save.
Well, okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do that.
I'm going to use my inspiration coin for this.
Solid top.
Oh, do it.
Da, da, da.
It's snacky.
Oh, is that for me? Oh, thanks,
I
man.
like snacky.
Okay.
That's me too. Oh, thanks, man. Did
Oh,
Lisa
yeah,
text you or
that's
something?
easy peasy.
No, I
Oh, okay.
I texted myself.
Booby snacks.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody want a water or anything?
I'll take a water. Thank you, Tom.
I have some water right here, but thank you.
A little Mountain Dew or another beverage. I don't think there's any more Diet Coke in the.
There's like a Diet Dr. Pepper kicking around there, yeah?
Oh, there's.
There's a Diet Coke in the back, maybe?
It's like a
I'm
alright.
regular Dr. Pepper.
I'm honestly trying not to do too much of the caffeinated stuff because I know they need it.
Oh, we got plenty. We got
If
plenty.
there isn't
so,
like,
yeah.
no worries.
Do not worry about it.
All right, then Mountain Dew me.
I have a water bottle right here.
We have
I-
warm Diet Coke.
I mean,
Sure. I mean, I'm chill, so.
You can have my Diet Coke. I already have it.
thank you.
Little baby can.
That is the cutest little Mountain Dew. It's so cute.
Take a bite out of it.
Thank
Oh, I'm
you.
good, thanks.
You've not granted me bardic inspiration as a character, but you've granted it to me as a player.
Okay, you are doing that?
Yes.
What'd you get?
I got a 19. Do I add anything to this? Because you said it was saving throw, so I guess you should make
Oh,
it.
it's me making it.
Right. I rolled anyways, but it's obviously you should probably make the
Yeah.
saving
So you didn't need to roll.
throw. Okay. Cool.
that back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take that back.
Yeah, for
Now
real.
My spell save DC is 13, so if you want to use that.
I'm gonna use some bumps.
Whoa.
Use some bumps.
Whoa.
They
Hey,
give me
spend them
bumps.
down, spend them down, spend them down.
That's
They
true.
give me some
That's true.
bumps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use them.
Use them for this. Totally cool.
Spell save is
13.
I got a 16.
Yeah.
It's a really good idea though. Basically, you whip this thing out there, and you see the magic kind of wash over it for a minute, and it almost feels like it's gonna work, but I mean, honestly, the thing kind of shakes its head, and it's just that rage builds up again. It's,
Oh,
I hate everyone.
You're doing a really good job of making this thing angry.
I tried.
You've calmed it down a little bit. You stopped it.
It's our first night.
It's your first night. Come on.
That's true.
Estrand.
Sure, it's our first night, but
Oh, it's to me now?
It is your turn. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Still, did you move at all?
Yeah, I moved
You
up here.
stepped up,
Yep,
did you? Okay.
I'm in line with everybody. Yeah,
Alright.
cool. That's it for me.
We're in a line. Nothing will go wrong.
Nothing
your
to worry
turn,
about.
big
There's
guy.
Nothing to worry about.
Just hit 6.
All right.
6,000.
6K!
Awesome.
6K!
Awesome.
6K!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
so much.
I'm like, well, I'm waiting on final clearance from Dom.
Oops, sorry.
We jumped the gun. We're too excited.
Everyone at the table.
Always
give me
excited.
$500. That's what we're doing.
Yeah! All right.
Will you take a check? That doesn't have my
May I
name
offer
on
you
it.
a bump instead?
Third party out of date, post dated check.
I have an out of state check that doesn't have my name on it. Don't ask where it came from.
We're just talking about it on the internet.
No, the red pen just leaked. That's all. That's okay. Nothing to worry about. So you moved. You did that. It was a
Yep,
very good
I'm
idea,
good.
but it kind of washed over it, and it's
Side.
a charging up its fireball.
Side.
All right, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Calm down.
I have 8 hit points. I mean, what's the average damage on a fireball?
8.
All right, you know what?
8 is the lowest.
I want to run. You know, can I move like in front of them,
Oh, good idea.
like sort of block? Oops, sorry.
That's
Can I-
very
can I
cool.
block off
So a fireball can hit all of us at the same
at
time.
least
Yes.
I can, somebody. And what do we
But
think?
he's going to take the heat.
I think longbow or greatsword.
I mean,
Great.
he is getting
Sword.
He is kind of getting in the kitchen. So anyway, sorry.
Well, if
Alright.
you couldn't,
I was
yeah.
in there.
No,
And then
okay.
I just want to like hack with the greatsword.
So basically, you're going to move up. You got to move to in
sort of
range.
like charge towards so
Yeah.
that I'm still
Yeah.
still in front of everybody. But
Yeah, that'll. I mean, you're right in front of it. You
so
can
that
do it.
is
He's a hero.
Oh.
2d6
yeah.
plus 2. Do another d6.
Roll a d20.
Oh, yeah.
Do I have another?
Yeah, you got to roll a d20 to see
Son.
if you hit him.
Right, first.
Oh, that's a 4.
Oh, that's
But
4.
you've got
Bardic
bumps.
Inspiration.
You've got Bardic Inspiration.
Bumps is
Bumps
pre-roll.
are
And
declared
Oh, bumps are
for.
pre-roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your
Bumps a
plus?
pre-roll, but Bardic Inspiration is not, right?
Right.
So it's
Yeah,
a-
That's
just a-
true.
But
If
so
you want to
he-
spend it on a,
If I
we
wanna
don't
spend it on a
know
4.
what
Yeah, you're at
it's,
8 right now with
to
this
hit
plus
is.
4. So,
Who knows?
Tom is saying no.
That maxes out at
Tom is
AC
saying no.
14.
14.
Max is out at 14.
Admittedly, this
I'll-
was for first level.
And I will tell you this: don't immediately start defaulting to your knowledge of the monster manual for the
I
things
have no
roll out
knowledge
there.
of the monster manual.
Mainly just because I tend to scale. You know, if
And we're-
stuff
we were
might be
first level.
easier to hit, it may not hit as hard as you think it should. You know, if that makes me lame, then whatever.
You know what? I'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
From 8 to.
Do it.
let it roll.
You know what? I'm going to listen
God,
to him from now
The
on.
look on your face.
Does it have a worse armor class than a 7 hit point rat?
Does not. What's that give you total? What, 9?
That's 9.
9.
It does not. No, I'm sorry.
Well,
It's
you
a little
sure-
higher than that.
You're up
yeah.
in front, though. You've made
You're
your
up in
intention
front.
clear.
I'll
You're
listen
in
to
its
you
business.
from now on.
So it's somewhere between a 9 and a 24 to hit, you guys.
Yeah. You're
Somewhere in that range.
You're in the mix. Yeah. But you're right in front of it, and you're swinging for the fences, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
If you would swing
The
for the
thing is,
monster instead, we'd really appreciate it.
I just
flip
stand
side
there
of
with
it
my
is
arms
if,
out.
If you don't use Bardic Inspiration, then the person who's playing the Bard is like, I can't give it to somebody else until he
Yeah.
uses it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
part of it is, once it's out, you only have, like, you can't award it to multiple
Yeah.
people at the same time. It has, that die has to go
If
around.
memory
too.
if memory serves later on, you can give it to 1 or 2 people as you get higher level.
So now that I've used it once, it's gone though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you've
Yeah,
used it
yeah.
and it's
Yeah, yeah,
gone.
oh, yeah.
I'm the same way. Every bard I play, low
Pop it
level,
out, yeah.
I'm like, I gave it to you, you use it. Even if you're swinging and you miss, just use it. You know, because somebody else may be able to use it more. So that is Estrand. You moved, you swung, you're up in its business. You're doing the thing, you're there.
Yeah.
Top of the round, it. So basically, with spells that have flown at it, some Intimidate flew at it and kind of got it off its game for a minute. What it was going to do is not now going to do, because now there is you.
Right.
You're up in its. And I guess the best way I can describe that is, sure, you didn't hit it, but you swung that great sword. You probably clipped through some of the fire, of this thing, and it just really didn't seem to phase it. But you have it. It kind of, it doesn't really growl, but it kind of, there's this crackle that gets a little louder, and this thing rears back with one of these flame arms, makes a fist, and just swings.
And I go, Mommy.
I'm here for you.
And I mean, just the heat comes off this thing, and it's terrible.
At least it's hitting at the tank with fire resistance.
That's true.
Like, these are both good things.
I rolled. Okay.
You can't bump after.
That's right. I can't bump after. That's right. I can't bump after, so I won't. So I hit a 10 armor class, which I'm sure does not hit you.
Nah.
15.
I rolled low.
Not today.
That thing just woof. That huge fiery fist goes right over your head. You know.
I thank my God. Whichever one is mine. Whichever one is mine of the
Whichever
four
one
gods.
you'd like it to be. I can give you a list if you like.
We'll talk.
Okay. But it swings right over your head. Same for you. We can get your whichever god you would like to worship.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Kind of misses. It is not going to move. It's going to hold its ground right there because it doesn't really know any better. There's a target in front of it. It's swinging for it. You actually, I will give you this much though. You are up close. The woman who's on the inside, based on what you can see, she's completely bald, and you can see it. Normally, when the mage binding thing happens, they get almost like a tattooed kind of pattern, on their skin where they join with whatever the elemental is, and it kind of represents it. With hers, you can see it. Some like this flamey looking markings on it, and these things are lit up like they're glowing like bright red. The one thing you do notice, she is conscious. Sometimes in these cases they have to go down and be unconscious, and then the elemental breaks loose. She's in there. So it already, based on your knowledge, seems slightly weird because she should be down and technically dying for this thing to break loose. And for some reason, she's just lost control of it, and it's rampaging at this point.
Now
yeah.
it seems weird. Okay.
Yeah, all this now was just totally fine. It was
This is
normal.
the part where it got weird.
Yeah, there's another day on the job.
It's all right. We do the weird
Do
stuff.
I need a turn to relay that information to the rest of them?
No, you can speak as a free action. I mean, if I'm not, don't read War and Peace, but you can shout like,
She's awake.
Hey guys, there's something weird going on.
I shout out that she's awake or something.
Yeah, because I mean, you can kind of hear her yelling at this point. Like I described it before, you heard her scream, but she died down for a moment, and now she's in there and her mouth's open, like she would be yelling, but this thing is so loud and ragey, it's hard to hear her. So, all right, so that is it. Tiana.
I have a question.
Yes.
Given my somewhat limited experience, do I know what would happen to her, to the mage, if she became magically unconscious? Would that separate the two? Would it quell the raging elemental? Do I have an idea? If I don't, that's fine. I don't have. I don't have any Arcana.
You don't have Arcana?
No, I have no ranks, and it's not trained.
You're gonna have to guesstimate at that one in that case. If you want to try it, try it. But you're not skilled enough to know what it might do.
Well, I think I'm skilled enough. I'm just not experienced enough.
Okay,
it's a
there you
matter
I'm
of
sure you think you're
seasoning-
skilled enough.
good
I have
Lord.
no doubt Tiana thinks.
Oh, good Lord, yes, that's what it is.
It's a matter of seasoning the sauce, not cooking it. All right. Another dwarven proverb for those of you who are
Or keeping track.
making a book.
Yeah.
I shall.
It's like a chick track.
I prefer the term lady, thank you. I shall step up behind my good friend Estrand and touch him gently on the shoulder and say, touch him gently on the shoulder and
awkward.
say, my friend,
Aye.
focus. Use the skill which you have trained so hard and so long to perform. Smite this creature and put the danger to an end. And if you get burned, I shall heal you. That's why I'm standing so uncomfortably close. I don't have a thing for you, so don't start anything.
I like how
please.
you've slowly morphed from Shatner. Now you're almost getting into Christopher Lee.
I'm getting like a strong Rickman from this the whole time.
I get that.
Like there's a real Snape.
Yeah,
up in here. Like,
there's a
that's,
Snape. There's a Snape.
that's
vibe
what
in
I'm
there, yeah.
reading here.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Mr. Punter.
By Grapthar's hammer, Estrad, you shall be avenged.
Yeah, that's the thing with Rickman. You always have to sound like you're just
Wow, now I really want a
exasperated
vengeance
with this
paladin that says
conversation.
that.
I'm so done.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Nicely done.
So I am granting him another one of my bardic inspiration dice, and I'm readying. No, I can't. I'm not going to ready this spell because if it doesn't go off, then it doesn't. I'm just available so that next round, if he needs a cure wounds, I can drop it on him.
Okay. Done and done.
That's me.
Right.
Nicely done. Helmus.
Am I still hidden?
Yes.
Cool. Then I will shoot him again from stealth.
Go right ahead.
Yes, I will. 23 to hit.
23 hits it.
Yeah.
Excellent. It's somewhere between a 23 and a 9.
We're
you guys.
narrowing it down. We'll metagame this yet.
Do those bolts hit the mage though, as well?
That's where
23, 24 to hit?
Speaking for me, at this point, I'm still going back and forth with people on whether or not it should in these cases. You know,
I mean,
I think area effects should.
Helmus did score over a 20, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's area effects should hit them both, but in this case, I imagine Helmus is targeting the raging elemental.
Yes.
I hope I'm not putting words in your mouth there, but yeah, I assume that's what's happening.
I am
So-
targeting the raging elemental.
There you go. So, but yeah, I do
fair.
think if you get in these cases where like, if somebody did throw like, say like an ice storm or something right there, it would hit them both. You know, I think you should be able to choose between the two.
Right.
So, but we're working through that. We'll see.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Bring it on. Damage.
7 damage.
Oh, nice.
Get behind the counter. Still the knight.
Yeah, you haven't moved. You're still the knight. So
Oh, yeah.
you're still there. You know. And
Most assuredly the
and to be
knight.
honest, like I said, I don't get into like a multitude of dice rolls for stuff. In my mind, that thing is relatively mindless. Like I said, it's acting more like a wounded animal, and there's people directly in front of it, so it's not doing the careful. Let me scan the room. You know, it's
Being distracted by big swinging
yeah,
great sword.
it's swinging. Yeah, it's swinging at the big dude. You know, with the sword. You know, so you were there. You were still the knight. You're nickel and diming this thing to death. That was and now Steld.
I've done 20 damage this fight. I'm level 2.
That's a lot of
I'm not diggling it. That's almost quarters.
That is almost quarters. Yeah,
How does
I'm
this-
quartering in $50 in this thing. You know?
How does this thing look right now? This is taking a little damage.
You are noticing, based on where it stands, that where it was like this full kind of swirling, kind of fiery mass, you are seeing, and this is just the way I've always described elemental damage, you're seeing kind of gaps in the flame.
Okay.
Like it is
Okay.
kind of dispersing it a little bit. It doesn't seem as together as it was.
Okay.
You know?
Cast Sacred Flame on it, maybe. So for spells, because you have to make a saving throw, how can I make sure it doesn't target the human? I want to target the flame, but I mean you're making a saving throw. That's the difference.
If you
there.
say it, then you're hitting it,
Okay.
and that's how it's going to work.
I have chosen it.
Okay.
I'll walk over here to get a little angle on it.
Okay.
Stop balling us up quite as much.
Yeah, you know, who knows what might
Not that
happen.
that would ever be relevant at any point.
Let's all lock arms and
Friendship.
and friendship our way through this fight.
Okay.
That's what we'll do.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on it
Okay.
specifically.
Bring it on.
Cool. So Dex saving throw. For you.
Yeah, that's me. Ooh. What does a 10 get me?
A failure.
Oh, okay.
You have failed.
All right.
I'm going to bump my damage. By,
yes.
Just
Yes.
just one. Let's just say one for now. I don't know if I have to save these or not. Oh, right.
Yes, I'm in there.
Oh, I missed. I lombled it. It's a D8 radiant damage plus that one. So 5 radiant damage.
5 radiant.
5 bright light, beautiful, holy damage.
Done and done. Excellent. It definitely kind of howls the way an elemental would howl, I guess, you know, and kind of recoils from it a little bit. You see it almost kind of put its hands up or its
Ooh,
fists up,
okay.
kind of like. It doesn't seem like, and I'll just give you this much, is it doesn't seem like it was in particularly weak against it. It doesn't look,
Sure.
it doesn't look like it
Yeah.
did like double damage or anything.
Sure.
But it definitely was kind of like, oh fuck.
Yeah, gotcha.
They're hitting me now.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
are they hitting me? So that was. Did you move stealth?
I did.
You
I
did.
did,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right. Because
I
you're
did.
breaking at the pack there.
I did. yes.
Estrond.
Strike.
Yeah.
It
Strike
went over
fierce.
there.
Strike
It just
true,
didn't bring
my
it back.
friend.
That was a good call. Yeah, I'm gonna just swing again with the greatsword. So
Do it.
Oh, that's not bad. That's a 9.
that's a 9.
Plus your 4.
Plus my 4 makes it 9, 10, 11, 13. Plus I can use the bardic inspiration. So
Yeah. This is exactly what we need.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah.
What'd you get total?
so 17.
Oh, you hit it. You hit it.
Right.
Oh,
You
yeah.
hit it.
Somewhere between 9 and 17.
You
Now you
hit
do
it.
damage.
We are really just.
So it's
do that
2d6
too.
plus
15,
here, here,
6,
here, here.
At least I figured it out a little quicker.
One of these.
Well, and the thing is, normally sometimes I'll do it where like if you guys hit something a couple times, I'll stop making.
We'll
you
just say the
guess.
hit
I'll just
number
say
and
it's
we
the
can say-
AC. Go for it. You know.
Okay, cool.
But in this case, you hit it for sure. Roll some damage.
Oh,
Really?
snake eyes.
Do you have a fighting style?
You can bump those.
It would be really groovy in this moment if you had
Again,
great
you have to
weapon
say ahead
fighting.
of
I think that's
time.
level
oh, you do.
3.
That's right.
Ah.
I like the idea of the bumps.
The whole
So
the
I
whole
have
purpose of
rustic
this
hospitality.
decide This is important enough.
That's a folk hero
Yeah,
thing.
I'm gonna throw it out there.
Oh,
No,
so
I think it's a level 1
Can I be
thing.
hospitable in a rustic way to the?
You're in an inn, you know.
I like your charm.
put this blade in your stomach. It'll be fun.
I don't think hospitality really translates.
So that's only 4 damage, but you still have action surge.
Oh.
If you
Oh,
wanted to.
legit.
absolutely.
I'm just
do.
saying, but that's once per long rest, so this is a one-time deal probably for the day.
And just give me a second attack, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you would essentially get to try and attack again.
You know what? I'm just gonna go for it.
Do
because
it.
Yeah.
Who knows what we're doing with this thing? So.
Oh, no. That is a critical failure, everybody.
You haven't. No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Anything special happen in a natural 1 in the world of Karthun?
For me, it does.
Oh, cool.
It makes the players feel real sad.
Well,
Good,
it's
good.
you know,
Might have just
natural
chopped
20s
my own
are
head
natural
off.
20s are always great, and this is a house rule I've used for years.
Natural ones are great
So
for you.
You'll only deal with it.
makes
You'll
sense.
only deal with it once if you don't dig it. So what happens is you roll a natural 1. All right, you're going to roll a d4, which we'll roll in a second. On a 1, just a normal. Actually, we'll go 1 and 2. 1 and 2, it's just this. You whiffed it. That's it. On a 3, you whiffed it. Overextended.
I'm over here, my friend. No. Ouch. Ouch.
You whiffed it. Overextended and fell prone in front of it.
I've got your back. Where did you? Why are you down there now?
On a 4, you whiffed it so much to the point that the sword flew out of your hand and will land. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right hand.
So you'll probably swing
I'm not
this way. It'll land 1 or 2 squares over that way.
You might need that.
So roll a d4.
It'll be
Let fate-
fine,
and let-
everybody.
And let fate take its course.
It's gonna be a 4 based on how I'm going.
Totally fine.
It absolutely was a 4.
Why,
Done
dude? Why?
I thought by
You've
reverse
done
tempting
it.
fate, I would.
I have to like
No, he
get some
doesn't fall
sage
down on the
over
floor.
this
He
dice.
Absolutely. The sword just flew out of his hand.
Great.
That was it. You know.
Totally, you're fine.
Everything's
totally fine.
Hey, I'm a
Everything
folk
is
hero. Don't.
fine.
Exactly.
My reputation.
Am I making you nervous or strong? You seem a little sweaty.
I really
Here,
like
have a
the
little
idea
bit-
that you became a folk hero by like swinging at a
Yeah.
thing, your sword flew out of
Yeah.
your hand and it flew into the other thing, and everyone thought you did it
He's a
intentionally.
hero.
It was super badass, and that's why you're a level 1 folk hero.
There you go.
Put that. 2 squares away.
I'm the Lee Nalish of our game.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
And it just, I mean, honestly, it makes sense because you're up here and it's so hot. Maybe your hand, maybe you're sweaty or something. You whiff.
It's hot, yeah. The fire thing, yeah.
Yeah, butterfingered right out of your hands.
I yell,
So,
I meant to do that, and then I go run after my sword.
You swung. You can still move, but moving away from him at this point will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Oh. Yeah, no, I don't really move.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
You're like, I'm good
No,
for
no,
now.
give us. Yeah.
I'm good for now, guys. Don't worry about it. But it looks so good.
I don't mean to armchair quarterback here, but I feel that perhaps there would have been a better maneuver to execute in this particular circumstance.
Perhaps you could demonstrate.
Those are just M&Ms. Those are yours.
I-
You don't want them?
Oh, where'd they come from?
They came from a little snack packer.
I don't trust you. Get them out of
I
here.
don't trust you.
trust you. They don't have M's on them.
No, they're from Kirkland. They're.
The colors look like really muted on
Yeah.
them.
I was
they're-
like, what's happening
Yeah,
here?
you're right. It doesn't look great. I agree.
Is that why you pulled them out and gave them to me?
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
just
what
don't want the
happened.
chocolate. That's all.
Oh, I
I
see.
say, thanks for the tip, Tiana. And I kind of.
Basically, kind of
Yes,
brace
yeah,
up. I
sure.
got you. That was
Well,
it.
now you might as well pugilize him with your fists.
Pugilize.
Yeah.
It
Pugalize.
Pugilism.
It basically this whole thing goes on. Spells hit it. It kind of riles up. You swing with or your sword away from it. Even it's like, really?
Wow.
But no, all it does is, again, just reacting because you're the only one in front of it. It rears both hands up. Let's see if you can actually hit something today.
You want to bump this roll?
No, I don't. I'm saving those. I hit a 16 armor class.
Ooh, 15 armor class.
That does hit. All right. We're going to do a little bit of damage here. What am I rolling 2? Only need 1.
At least we also have the dude who has second wind.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's also gonna be handy.
That is true. That is
You're a good tank.
5 points of damage.
Level 2.
You're fine.
You are still above literally
The guy
everyone
with
else in the party.
24 hit points. He doubled his hit points.
3 times the amount of hit
Points
points
that you
I have.
do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why
I
am I
barely
standing
even
so
felt it.
close to you, Strand? Are you
Brave.
particularly broad?
You're brave.
I
I'm
don't know,
I'm
but
not
you've-
brave. No.
Brave.
Been denying very enthusiastically, like, there's anything
not
here.
brave.
No.
I make a curl and show him my guns.
My curl is a free action. So that was
Hey, that's an
it.
intimidation
It's going to stand right there and keep swinging. Tiana.
I literally do that. I just clear my throat somewhat, in a somewhat annoyed or frustrated manner, and then I walk over here. I pick up his greatford. I walk back and I hand it to him.
Done.
Thank you, sir.
That is perfect.
Done.
You are perfect.
Done.
And then I give a little cough and I go, "You dropped this."
Mr. Potter.
I think that left Ireland.
I kind of look down at my shoes uncertainly, take the sword, and go, thank you.
I love it.
It's just scathing.
This is perfect.
I mean, the thing is, I'm 10 feet away, so it can't.
No,
be
it's not
That is true support class work right now. That is beautiful.
if you're going to play the bard, you might as well play the best bard possible.
Can you play me some theme music?
No.
Bard code.
I've done enough for you, Astron. Do something for me.
Oh.
That's fair. That's fair. Harsh but fair.
That was Tiana. I scathe as a free action. Helmus. You are the knight.
I continue to be the knight. 24 again.
You hit.
Yeah.
God, you were just lighting this thing up.
Right?
Oh.
Do you have archery or something? You just have great dice.
She just.
I've 19, 18, 19.
Yeah. It's just good dice rolls.
The cool thing about hiding, like having the level 2 with the cunning action that I could hide for the stealth, is that then I have advantage on the attack. That's been helping.
Gotcha. Also,
so-
dumping all of your bad dice rolls into Astron's attacks made really good strategic sense for you.
What have you got?
11.
11?
Yeah.
Dang.
It looks. Well, it looks worse for wear. That's the best way I can put it. Is the thing is kind of writhing around. At this point, it's less rage scream and more I'm in pain kind of scream. It's still kind of flailing its arms around, like it doesn't look like it's going to stop attacking. But you get these huge gaps in the flame, and it's really starting to lose its form.
Okay.
Basically, it's starting to look more like a bonfire than a kind of humanoid-looking thing at this point. Nicely done. Are you staying there?
I
You
am.
continue to be the knight.
I
I got you.
The night goes on.
I would say at this point we're about like midnight.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that was not even like a joke.
You're fired.
Time out.
I'm fired?
I need a
Am
better.
I fired?
Take a timeout. Timeout.
Technically, he has to be fired twice. He has resistance.
Oh, jeez.
The skating look Dom just gave you.
Based on. Oh, did you actually apply the resistance to that damage?
Dom is like, you can leave now.
It would be half damage rounded down.
Get out.
No, I don't think we did.
We killed the Tom Donald.
$7,000 gold. Tom never comes back.
All his hopes were extinguished.
Oh, nice.
Still, what would you like to do
Okay.
besides save me?
Yeah, here we go. This is it. This is going to be the cool finish move. Here's what I'm going to think. Okay, so this thing you said is losing its form. So here's what I want to do. I want to run and make a tackle at the person to hopefully separate the form and the person.
Ooh.
Like just
Yeah,
knock
keep them
them.
separated.
Ballsy, I like it.
Cool. That's what I want to do.
Bring it on.
And you're bringing the 5.
So
well,
I'm gonna take a running. I'm gonna move back one, then run, and then just kind of like tackle it into the alley. Just the person, so the person
Okay.
thing goes away.
What
What would that be?
We'll treat that just as a melee attack. That's what
Okay.
we'll treat it as.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then I will use my inspiration.
Oh, good use.
Cool. Should I just make this a like plus my strength and that's it? Pretty
Yeah,
much?
just do it like
Cool.
you. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So 21.
that'll do.
It's plus 2.
Here's what happens. Basically, you do exactly what you wanted. Okay. I'm even going to go so far as to you basically run and dive through through the elemental. You're going to catch. We'll say you'll catch a point's worth of fire damage.
Okay.
Now,
I'll take
Sounds
what I
fair.
can get.
from whooshing through this thing
Uh-huh.
and tackle her and basically pull, and you guys, everybody's watching this thing happen. Dwarf tackles the woman through the elemental, and they literally, it doesn't look pretty. It doesn't look without causing both of them some pain, but there is a separation between them. You are outside of the elemental holding her, and she's like, hot, beat up, her markings are still flaring and the whole deal, and that thing lets out one last guttural scream and just kind of dissipates in front of y'all.
Way to
So,
go,
You're
girl.
so give me, leave her out there actually, and you're off initiative. You're laying in the alley with us. Yes. This lady who is barely conscious at this point. And people are still running, screaming, kind of filing out of here because it happened
Right.
very quickly.
Right. Yeah.
That was
that
like
was-
18 seconds.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Is Timon still here?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
actually, as a matter of fact, yeah.
Just hanging
Yeah,
out.
ducking probably behind a table.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'll go around. I'll start here and work that way. What would you like to do? We're off initiative. You're hearing some yells of somebody get the guard. You're hearing
Because we're undercover.
there were probably, even though they were incredibly low key, there's probably a couple of people who watch the door. Not like hardcore bouncers, but just a couple people they have.
Checking ID.
Yeah, they're probably like at this point trying to usher people out. Like, no, come on, get out of here. The whole deal. And bartenders are back there with you, starting to do the. Oh man, I spilled that guy's tea. Yeah.
Are you going to heal this person?
That was what I was gonna do. Yeah.
All
But
right.
if you feel like you want to do it, up to you.
She looks like she is probably in some kind of low grade shock at this
Okay.
point. Like she's got that kind of that real kind of erratic breathing, kind of
Okay.
deal. But she's alive. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Cool.
Everything's under control, everyone. The Night Watch has this under control. This is a police area. Everyone, settle down. You're fine. I'm fine. You're fine. I'd like to reiterate, the situation is now under control. Go about your business. There'll be no witches' prophecies this evening. Well, that wasn't really meant to be like a threat or a taunt or something. It's a statement. We're closed for the night, folks. Go home. There's
There is a.
nothing here to see. I mean, there's a big flaming gap in the wall. It's been burnt and molten cinder block, and there's a mage that has these strange There'll be a report about this tomorrow. I need backup. I would like some backup. This is aspiring Lieutenant Tiana Vosh reporting in. Please send. Put your arm up, Steld.
I'm in the alley.
Oh, well, no wonder this doesn't work.
That's amazing. It's fantastic.
I
Surprisingly,
try to settle the crowd and simultaneously disperse
I would
the
say
crowd.
surprisingly, as rambly as I got at the end, as much as like a Randy Newman song as that turned into, with you just describing everything around you, basically, you do it. It literally is. People are kind of dispersing and kind of, wow, man, oh man, she was on fire, things like that. They're kind of making their way out slowly. Bartenders back there with you are probably even starting to do the same. They're kind of coming over the bar and kind of, all right, yeah, he's, they're right. Yeah, get out of here. We're closed for the night. We have to fix this wall now, basically. But you've got that. You out there in the alleyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a spell slot to cure wounds on this lass.
Bring it on.
So, boop, boop. Simultaneously while curing her, I want to shake her to wake her up.
Mm-hmm. Can do.
This is a well-known police tactic to calm and awaken an unconscious individual.
I would not find that calming.
I don't find it
Wake
calming.
up! Wake
I don't
up!
find it calming at all.
Also cure.
Throw the cure. Yeah.
Oh, right. It is a 1d8 plus 3. Oh, that's terrible. It's 4, but I also have Disciple of Life. Whenever you restore hit points, the creature regains additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. So 3 plus 3 is 6.
Okay. That is enough to get her to the point where kind of waking up.
Cool.
Looks visibly shaken. Kind of not freaking out by any means. Not like doesn't like immediately open her eyes and start screaming or anything.
Right.
But you're getting this sense of there's a couple things that are happening here. One, it's that I've lost time, and now there's a dwarf over me.
Oh, right.
Kind of shaking me awake, and things have happened, and I don't know what's happened. The other thing you're noticing is the marks that she had are starting to fade.
Oh, right.
Literally because of the separation, they're like dimming down, and you're almost getting this weird sense of like she's going to panic, not like to the point where in the world edition, it's
Right.
she's gonna have a thing. Like if this was a long-term campaign, this would be a long thing for her probably.
Right,
But
yeah.
She's having to deal with it. She just lost her elemental basically.
Right.
So her magic and all that stuff is now gone. So, but you got her. She's conscious enough to speak and ask questions if you want. You're there, kind of getting her settled. What would you like to do?
What could I do? I don't know. I guess I'm probably just doing like another perception check around for members of the brides, the Black Talons. See if there are any.
That's a good call because
Yeah.
he was out front going, "This is a police thing." I need backup.
There goes our cover.
Yeah, that's what
See
I'm
who's
saying.
They're on the hunt for us.
That's fair. Go ahead.
We're very proud. Ooh,
Oh my
Okay.
God!
Everything's fine.
All right. Now,
Everything's fine.
that's a 1, by the way.
Yeah, everything's totally normal.
That's a natty
Nothing
I
to
come
worry
back,
about.
and, guys. I can 100% say we're safe.
Well, fine.
There's nothing out there.
Nothing to worry about. Yeah.
Trust me.
that one's retired.
My perception's great.
You put up a tarp, this wall is good as new.
That
Thank
die
you.
rolls so well for me.
Burn that dice.
Hey. No, it rolls fine for me. Now I have to cleanse it.
Exercise it. Yeah.
Yeah, just get my burning sage over it and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh yeah. That's awesome. Okay. So you're outside. Everything is totally normal. You are.
Yeah, I'm.
Timon's here.
Yeah. So I'm by Tim, and I'm gonna grab him by the arm and say,
Timon. No, wait. I'm the knight.
Timon.
What do you? Wow, man. What do you mean you're the knight?
I thought I said that as an aside.
What do you mean you're the knight?
Hey, I'm a knight, okay?
I'm the knight.
Aren't you knight guard? Or are you just the knight now? Is that what they call you guys now? Are you just the knight? Is that what we're supposed to say?
What they call me.
Timon, don't question us. We're the knight.
Did you magically appear near us? Okay.
I have my sheet back over my head. With the eye.
Of course you do. Of course you do. He kind of.
You don't know who I am, Timon, but I know who you are.
Weren't you that guy out front yelling about? Never mind.
You can't prove that.
What's going on?
I don't know. I didn't come here for fiery weirdness. I came here on a mission.
Yeah, no, I was just here to see the witch. I was hoping the witch was going to be here. I'm just trying to get out of town. All right, I'm just trying to get out of here. And now I got that going on. Now you're suddenly here, and he's here.
You know what might help you get out of town? A big score. Do you know about any scores, Timon?
A big score. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a cabinet. I'm interested in furniture.
I have a burning need for furniture.
No, we don't burn the furniture.
Okay. Oh, you gotta. He
We
kinda,
oil it, but we don't burn it.
he's he's visibly shaken by what's going on here. All right. And
Good, he's off his- he's off his,
you're truly getting that. Man, I was just trying to get out of here. You know, Wait a minute. You want an actual cabinet?
I'm sure you've heard of things around.
Do you mean the black cabinet, right?
Yeah, the black cabinet.
Yeah.
What do you know?
The Kings of Night have a black cabinet. They got it yesterday.
Where are they keeping it?
It's one of the warehouse buildings out on Outer Edge, like southwest part of the ring.
Who'd they get it from?
No idea. But I know they got it. They were trying to move it.
When
They
are they
asked
moving?
me, but I don't want anything to do with it. I'm just trying to get out of here
When are they moving it?
tomorrow.
Timon, I know they call you a tool, but you're all right.
They what? What do they call me? What they call me, the tool?
And I'm already gone.
What was the name of the gang?
And like the
Kings of
night,
Night.
I am.
Already, did you just Jim Gordon him? It was literally, what do you? Where'd they go?
Literally,
Well,
the best thing about being a rogue is Jim
you
Gordon.
can just vanish on people.
At will. It's an at-will ability.
You've got Timon, and he's kind of doing the.
What do you know about this black cabinet?
Just that they're trying to sell it.
That's it? You don't know why it's so valuable? Why they'd want it to get off of their hands?
Did Batman join our team?
Why they need to...
He's wearing the hood.
We sort of split the Batman role.
I noticed that he's found a way to work in both the Optimus Prime voice kind of that you had and this other soul.
Tim and I have come here from another planet.
There you go.
So that's how you talk into the sending stone.
Autobots, assemble!
Fantastic.
We're headed to the outer edge. To retrieve the power cores from the black cabinet.
That's what it is. Are you asking? Are you asking? Do you know why it's valuable? The whole thing.
Yes.
For him, he at least what he says to you anyway is no, I don't. I have no idea. I just understand that it's old and it's valuable, and they're
Why
trying to
wouldn't
move
you
it
want to move it?
because I'm leaving. I'm literally leaving. I want nothing more to do with this stuff.
I have to find a new CI. Shit.
I just want to get out of here. You know, I'm just trying to get out, and they were trying to move it, and I can tell you which warehouse. I can tell you where you can find it. If that's your thing, if that's what you got to do, then go do it.
That is very much our thing.
Well then, he will tell you exactly where the location of the black cabinet is because the people in the chat love you. So
You thought you would get one bard voice. We've gotten like 3
there's
top
so
bard
he
voices.
literally there's a whole thing going on with this bar.
I have
It's
one
the
other
best.
question.
Bring it on.
If the Kings of Night are looking to unload this,
Mm-hmm.
why are the Black Talons and the Brides out to take out so many of the Knight's Guard?
That's a really good question. He kind of, I mean, not to be anticlimactic, he just kind of shrugged. He even kind of, you're night guard? I mean, you're night guard.
I am the knight.
Yeah, sure. You're the
From
night.
far away, you're hey, that's me!
Yeah, you're the night guard. I don't know what their beef is. Something about what you guys have been up to. Maybe you've been coming down too hard on people. I don't know.
Well, you know what, Timon? It's a good thing you're leaving town, because you're clearly out of your depth here.
Oh, I am. Clearly.
He very much agrees with you.
He very much agrees with you.
Find that kind of like, oh yeah, what do you got?
Work out the way you want.
I am.
You're wearing a laundry sack over your head.
It's a sheet, thank you very much, that I cut the eye holes in myself.
That's true. That's very true.
All right, I am.
Sorry,
I am
my
done
mic
here. Do you guys have any other questions? Do you want to ask any other questions of Timon? Are we finished with the?
You finished
I
with
think
this?
we're finished. I just want to ask the lady real quickly about what did she get mugged out there?
Yeah, that's exactly.
okay, cool.
That's
That's what it looked like. It looked
That's
like a
exactly
mug.
what had happened.
Okay,
Was literally she was kind of doing her thing. She got jumped in the alley. and took too much damage.
Okay.
You know, from because you can see like you healed it up with what you gave her.
Right.
But like she has like some stab wounds and stuff like that, and just it went too far down, and she couldn't control it anymore, and the thing just broke loose. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And she is, like I said, she is very distraught.
Okay.
You know, like I've been, she may even kind of mumble it or kind of half say it.
Sure.
You know, I've been bound to that elemental for like years.
Forcefully exercised out of her body.
Yeah. You know, she's grateful to be alive.
Right.
But
I'll bring her inside.
What now? You know.
I'll bring her inside and give her like a glass of water, and then we
Okay.
can head out when we're sure that she's okay, and they can start repairing the bar. So,
Good deal.
cool.
I put the stock back, close the doors and lock the bar up, and then I head back over and I start looking for my fixings for my tea.
You can find them scattered about the bar.
One to go, please.
You can't get a to-go cup.
I find a teacup that's relatively clean. Clean it out with the corner of my bed sheet that's over my head, and then just pour straight brandy and drink it through the sheet.
Wow. That's hardcore.
So, something Timon said sort of sparked a train of thought in Holmes.
What is it?
As a criminal background kind of person, I know that there may or may not have been a few dirty cops on the beat in the night guard. Did any of the cops who went disappearing have like anything in common? Were any of these dirty cops? Like, what do we actually know about the people who went missing?
That is a fantastic question. It is a great question.
Let's figure out.
Let us figure out a way for you to roll and answer
like
that,
a
and possibly answer that
history?
question. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
I think this is where I would like to spend my advantage.
Do it.
Do it. Nice.
Thank you.
Money!
Damn.
That would be a 20.
Nice. Excellent. You're again, like you said, that train of thought. You're sitting there thinking about it. Yeah. Now that you sit here and think about it for a moment, a couple of the cops or a couple of the guard, you're pretty sure were dirty. You know, maybe not super deep kind of dirty, but just dirty enough.
Like upper city.
Yeah,
kinda
they were
dirty.
taking bribes, that sort of thing. As far as like which gangs or elements they were messing with, that check doesn't quite get you that. But you being smart and you doing this job, you could probably put two and two together. There may have been some crossover between the Talons, the Brides, and them, to the point where something maybe something has gone so south amongst all that they just went, we're gonna get it back one way or another.
All right, I share this information with my compatriots, or my suppositions.
Aye. All right, so we should head over to what was the place you had?
I have conflicted feelings about this information that you brought us, Helmus.
I do as well.
I feel like maybe the Brides and the Blackthorns are doing the Night Watch a favor.
I don't think they would do it out of the goodness of their hearts, though, sir. Cui bono.
I didn't take Latin.
They're probably doing it for money or something.
Is that Elvish again? I'm not.
I
very
do
good
have
at
Elven on this
I'm
sheet,
not
so
very
yes.
good at it.
That's probably.
I
We're gonna
speak
go-
Dwarven. There's a lot harder syllables. Sometimes it's Irish, sometimes it's Scottish. It's really hard to tell.
Go back and forth.
It kind of flows back and forth. Yeah, that's a thing.
All right. That feels like a mystery for higher authorities to deal with.
Well, much as I respect and trust Lieutenant Sermium, sir, it is worth noting that she had us in the briefing all alone.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, intelligence and wisdom is not my thing.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, let us go about fulfilling the mission with which we have been charged, and then we can discuss the various intrigues which appear to be plaguing the Night's Watch.
Okay.
Agreed.
So basically, what you get at this point is, again, thanks to the people in the chat.
Cops always means dirty cops, right?
Right. Yeah.
You basically through Timus, you got the golden snitch. The location of the black cabinet drops in your laps, basically.
Oh, nice.
Thank
you, Chad.
He is
Points to
going,
Ravenclaw.
thank you, chat. Basically, they're going to give you. Well, he gives you the exact. Like you go to warehouse 22 here, which you guys will know how to get there. It won't be a problem. And it's not too terribly far of a walk, honestly. It's through major thoroughfares. You'll get towards the outer ring, which will be nice because when you start again, you get on the outer ring of this place. Suddenly, there's more fresh air. It is nighttime, but it's a relatively clear night, so you'll have like some moonlight, things like that. So it'll be pretty nice, all things considered.
I don't want to sidetrack us too much, but does anybody have any ideas about ways we could maybe find out more information about this thing so that we, if it's a cabinet that summons demons or something like that?
Oh, right.
I have a thought, sir.
Yes, Helmus.
What if we secure the cabinet ourselves, and then we can investigate once we know it's safe and it won't be moved? Because Tim said it would be moved in the morning.
That's true.
That is a very direct line of thinking, and I appreciate your brash and bold initiative. I merely pose the question so that if the cabinet does in fact have some far more nefarious purpose, we aren't striding into, say, a nest of cultists for which we might need backup.
Well, if we needed backup, and
There would be more of us at the table.
this is a point that if I were a player and not a character, I might know.
If we needed backup, Megan and Jordan and Dom would be playing too.
But
We are.
Oh no.
Play ARG.
The alternate reality game of let's see what we can float at chat to see if they can screw the party some more.
Qui custodied custodes, more Latin.
That's called what Tom was doing right there. That was awesome.
All right, very
the way
good.
I see it, there are two possibilities. Either Sir Ma'am Sir was quite right and on the level, and we don't need backup to do this, or it's a trap.
I'm just gonna say.
But we won't find out without going, and we should at least try to do our jobs. I have to redeem myself for my previous criminal actions.
Well, what if we interrogate one of these, what's their names?
The Kings of Night, trying to shake one of them down.
One of those boys.
I doubt that I have a contact with. Like, how difficult would it be for us to maybe pin one of these guys and do a little like rough them up and talk them down?
In the context of what we're playing today,
Yeah.
not that hard.
Uh-huh.
No.
Well, I just mean like
There he
what-
is.
what-
There he is. No,
Outside the
not
door.
The
But
reason I
my
asked
thing is, we're talking about like we have established one of your CI. We've established your CI. as the
Right,
baker.
yeah.
You two still have CIs yet.
That's
to
true.
establish.
Yeah, they're both-
So
Maybe it
you
triggers a
could
light bulb.
easily, like I said, in what I gave you, you could easily say, well, man, maybe my CI is one of the kings of the
Right.
night. You know.
Do that.
Unless they. Well, I've sort of established that mine is probably somebody upstairs.
Oh, you did say that.
So I can have one with a source with the black talons. I think I have a source. His name is Louis the Squealer.
Louis the Squealer.
Wonder what he does.
Well, he stands
Well,
watch.
one night when he got very drunk, the two of us. Never mind.
TMI.
No, I'm intrigued. I've turned from a life of entertainment to a life of journalism. I intend to write down all the things that happen and then speak them into a sending stone and then distribute those recordings as, well, like little seeds, sort of a pod, if you will, that I would then cast to the winds, and the various druids throughout the world would help me sleep better or find new underwear.
Pod. Aye.
Well, you're right. Maybe it's not the brightest idea. Let us go about finding some thugs and gamblers
Always
of
the
which we
brightest
can
idea.
pugilize further.
The idea shines
So
well.
you basically have a contact called Louis the Squealer,
Sure.
and you said,
Yes.
did you want him to be a black talon or what?
Why don't we make Louis Black Talon?
A black talon.
So they're black talons distinct from the black kings.
The Kings of Night and the Black Talons are two different gangs, yes.
And then there's the brides. That's the
Kings
third.
of
Right.
Night.
Third, yeah, the Kings of Night.
The rule is all gangs in Karthun must start with the letter B.
Oh,
It is
wow.
known.
We've stumbled upon something here. Wait till we find the bastards
Oh, they're out there.
and the bumblebees.
What's Lieutenant Josh's first name?
Bad guy.
Well, the bastards all wear like these like wristbands and headbands. Crazy.
Very out of fashion.
Yeah, yeah. So I got from what you just said. Basically, are you wanting it to be one of the Kings of Night to be your contact, or Black Talon? Which one would you prefer?
How many degrees removed? We'll answer some questions either way.
Yep.
Yeah, Black
Sure.
Talons would answer about the possible dirty cops. The Black Kings will tell us about the cargo.
Black Kings will tell us about the cargo. I guess we should probably make it a king then, because although, yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, all right.
Not a problem. Would you like the name to remain, Louis the Squealer?
Yes, he can still be
all right.
Louis the Squiller.
Done.
And yeah, I would assume, me being kind of thuggish, probably not too bright. Like our relationship is probably one of those. I'm probably a little intimidating to Louis.
Oh, I
so
got
it's
you.
probably,
Yeah, we'll kind of rough them up a little bit tight. I got you.
We kind of use strength, not charisma, to intimidate.
Yes,
I'm with you on
definitely
that.
not charisma.
I'm with you on that. So basically, what you get here is you know roughly where to find this guy. Okay, and for the purposes of moving us along here, you know where to find him. It's not too terribly far from where the warehouse has been described, which makes sense because that's kind of their turf. Squealer is, I'll just say it, he is probably low on the totem pole as far as like responsibilities and whatnot, because he has earned a reputation as being a squealer. So basically finding him is not going to be a problem. He is probably stationed, or kind of wanders by himself most of the time because some of the other guys don't want to trust him or be around him. The thing you guys know about the Kings of Night is they are probably one of the gangs in the city that have more of a, I'm just going to call this more of a gimmick, in that they all, I can actually show you, matter of fact.
I assume Louis is like the gang leader's cousin or something. That's why they keep.
Yeah, and he hasn't
Kid
actually
brother.
earned his, his colors or anything like that.
Well, I was thinking, what if he has the name the Squealer because he's the guy who stands watch and his job is to yell and raise the alarm when somebody
There are multiple theories as to why he's called the Squealer.
Yeah.
There's so
Right,
many.
he's like the Joker in Batman. If you ask him on
so
any different
many
occasion,
urban
Right.
it
legends.
was a different
so
story.
many. So basically, what
Wanna
you
know how I got
have
this guy?
is the
Whoa.
actual kings look like that. Okay, they all wear.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah,
Wow, yeah.
they look kind of like that, and we can show it later or whatever. But they all have these, and it is a pretty simple enchantment. But they all have an enchantment on their hoods where you get that effect. It is very much just dark. You don't see any facial features. A voice kind of comes through it.
Thomas is super into this.
I need to get one of these. We will get one of these. We will get several of these cloaks.
Become the night litter.
They are one of the largest and honestly probably one of the most dangerous gangs in the city itself. Okay, they operate.
dangerous.
They tend to operate pretty smartly. In terms of how they do things. They don't bump against the wrong people and just do their thing. Louis the Squealer, whose Squealer monocle remains a mystery. At least for today.
He owns pigs. There are a lot of.
Yeah, he
problems,
owns
but yeah.
pigs. He yells and people are coming, whatever the case may be. But he doesn't. He hasn't earned his cowl yet. But he still wears basically the rest of the colors for now. He's probably standing, watch kind of on the edge of their territory. So he's easy enough for you to find. And I almost imagine at this point you probably have the relationship where if he sees you coming, he knows better than to run. It's probably worse for him if he runs. So it's up to you. You coming by yourself, or are you bringing everybody with you?
No, I'll bring everybody with me.
Okay. Not a problem. Literally, he sees you coming down the street, and you immediately get a, oh, hey, Strahd. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Louis.
Making a point to show you his hands, and kind of, because he's got a weapon on his hip, but he kind of, been a while since I've seen you. What do you need? What's going on? Social visit? Just come to say hi?
We're
How's
looking
the
for
family?
something. A cabinet. Black cabinet.
Man, how did I know you? How did I know you'd come? Look, I really can't. I can't tell you. I can't tell you anything. I'm sorry, Strahd. I can't. I got to do this. I got to do this. If I don't do this, then they're going to kick me out. I'm not going to get my cow. It's going to be bad. No, I can't. I really can't.
So I sort of like step towards him, kind of like, menacingly.
That sounds like an intimidate check to me. Yeah.
What is
The
that?
thing on which you have advantage.
-1.
Advantage, bro.
You had advantage.
We're
I got
cops.
the advantage. All right.
You could bump it if you want.
You could bump.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true. You
That's
could bump it.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah,
How
time
many
to
of
start
those you
thinking
Up
about
to
it.
3. You can spend up to 3.
Your choice.
Let's spend 2, so we get a shot at figuring this out. And
Oh, nice.
See, this is why I wanted.
Wow. Yeah. There you go.
How many? You have rolled
you've
more
rolled so
nat
many-
ones
so
than you
many
rolled
ones.
not nat ones.
What's
Wow.
the? What is your result?
So 17,
17.
minus 1?
-1 is 16.
17.
Minus 1, 16.
Oh, 16. 16 is enough. Basically, you got kind of. All right. You get you. You're bad enough, and you get all your buddies with you. And what do you want to know? What do you want to know? But just don't throw me against the wall like last time. We need.
What is the cabinet?
What I heard some of the other guys talking about is it's supposed to be some antique from way back, and they thought it was like from like a wolf dynasty, but it's not. They had some other expert come in and look at it, and apparently it's got some bad juju to it. There's like some bad magic going on with it, and the other kings, they just want to get rid of it. They want to sell it and get it out of here as fast as they can. I'll be honest, they seem scared of it. Some guy come in, told them some stuff, and then suddenly they got really scared and decided they wanted to move it as fast as they could. They're supposed to move it tomorrow.
Where are they keeping it tonight?
There's a warehouse on the outer edge, out on the ring. I mean, I can tell you where it is. I'm happy to tell you where it is. Just don't hurt me.
Can you give us a physical description of the buyer?
The physical description of the buyer? No, I got a name, but no description.
What's even better?
What's the name?
Give me the name.
Bad juju.
It's got,
What's that?
The worst kind.
it's got like some kind of.
Yeah, pretty vague.
They thought it, like I said, they thought it was just an antique, but it's one they couldn't get it open, and that's what tipped them off. Because I
Okay.
mean, there really isn't a lock somebody in our crew can't get open, and then they brought somebody in who did some magic stuff on it, and it just, it freaked them out.
Who was the contractor?
I didn't get his name.
Who hired the contractor?
The other kings.
Who in the Kings hired the contractor? Tell us! Tell us now!
And the effect is really ruined by the fact that the sleeves roll back down.
Oh no, Helmus, you're first level again.
Oh my
Level
dear.
down.
Don't do me like that, bro.
That's amazing.
Like holding Helmus back. We're like, just relax. Chill out, kid, chill.
Yeah, he to answer the question was
Yeah.
who was
buyer, yeah.
who was the buyer. He gets really pale, like you get like a little bit of blood kind of drains out of his face, and he kind of gets a little bit of the nervous sweat, and he almost seems like he's not going to cough it up, but then he looks at the room and kind of goes, okay. It's Colden. It's Lord Colden. Lord Colden, you guys will know, is one of the Council of Four who rules this, who kind of runs the city.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
So this is
That's
one
not
of
good
those.
either.
That is bad. Yeah.
That's
But he
really
kind
bad.
of, it's Colden. Colden is the buyer. I don't know. I'll let you. I don't know what they're going to do with it. I don't know what it does, but it's not good. I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's a bunch of, I'm going to say us, there's a bunch of low levels, a bunch of low level people in these organizations like me. We're starting to leave town because that's not good. You get people from upstairs starting to look for stuff, nothing good comes from that.
He's not wrong.
Anybody else have any questions?
Did your mage have any advice as to how the cabinet might be destroyed or neutralized?
Not that I know about. There was a closed door conversation that happened. You know, she came in, she talked, they had a conversation, and when she left, they basically decided, you know, the Upper Kings decided they were going to sell it and get rid of it as quick as they could. And that's all I really know about it. Look, I swear, Strawn, that's all I know.
I flip him a gold piece.
I mean,
Get lost for a while.
all right, done. Yeah. Look, they won't. They won't know. Look, they won't know you're coming from me. I assume that's what you're doing.
That's not important. What we do,
You know, you absolutely right.
what you do right now is important. You're about to make a very, very pivotal choice, which is to either go off somewhere remote with a bottle of wine and have a nice, relaxing evening all to yourself where you don't talk to anyone or say anything to another living soul. In that world, you continue living. The other pill takes you to a place called the Matrix.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
He literally gets a little more pale, tightens up a little bit more, and he kind of sputters it out. I only have one question. Which way? And at this point, it's not you did the work, but he's so used to talking to him, he kind of, which way would you like me to run?
I guess away from the warehouse.
That way. Done. A pleasant evening to you all as he tucks the coin into his pocket and books. I mean, not walks fast, not hurry, runs at a dead run away from the four of you.
I just hold my teacup up to my ghost sack, take a slow sip, and call after him, "This conversation never happened."
Or I'll kill you.
Or I'll kill you!
That was pretty much implied.
wanna be
And
clear.
now it is.
No, it's out there in case someone wanted to know.
Well,
That is.
I guess
All
now
the people around us are like, what?
we do know.
These cops are.
Well, there's the thing is where you're at, you're getting roughly around the warehouse area.
Sure,
So
yeah.
there's not a ton of people around.
That's good.
You know?
Yeah, this is like the by the dogs kind of
Yeah, this is
conversation.
kind of the by the docs conversation. Yeah, he books. Lily, you hear footfalls running away as fast as he can go. You know? So what would you?
My
with your
friends,
info?
I believe it's time for a council of conscience here.
All right.
Much as it pains me to say, I believe that we must no longer act as agents of authority, for the authority above us is corrupt. I believe it is time for us to act as agents of greater good. It is time for us to take off of our badges and put them aside
We already hid them.
and do the work of justice.
Metaphorically.
Oh. But
No, I mean quite literally. I don't want to be seen as a police officer. I want to act as an independent force for the greater good of the city, since the police can be too easily cowed to the will of the Lord, who has shown such a nefarious interest in this dark magic-infused cabinet.
a possible counterpoint, sir.
The floor is open. The chair shall recognize Rogue Helmus. Rogue Helmus for 60 seconds.
Well, I was previously concerned that Lieutenant Sir Ma'am Sir Drash took us into such a small council because she herself was corrupt. But what if it was because she knew that we could be trusted and that these possible other dirty cops could not? Perhaps they report to Lord Colton. Perhaps she is the true justice, and that by serving the law, we will in fact still serve that justice.
Your point is well taken, young rogue. However, if that's the case,
The best thing that we can do to protect such a valuable ally is to not put her in the position of having to know the location of the cabinet.
Why would she need to know the location? We can just get it.
That I intend to do. To return it to the authorities, however, is an altogether different matter.
What then do you propose we do with it?
Let us incognito acquire this cabinet, and then what remains to happen with it shall be a different discussion altogether. I suggest we try to find a way to bury or destroy it at the earliest opportunity. The mines, of course, go quite deep, but if we come back to our fair and well-regarded Lieutenant Dosh and say, I'm sorry, ma'am, we simply could not find what we were looking for. We gave it our yeoman's effort. She can't claim otherwise, can she?
A magical item such as they're describing would be terribly difficult to destroy, and the way that people delve in those mines, it would surely be found, and perhaps by people equally untrustworthy as Lord Colden or the Black Kings. Or the Night Kings. I'm very confused as to their name.
No. Your criminal insights provide an interesting perspective to my otherwise rather pedestrian view of this entire situation. Your suggestion is well taken. I agree and hereby propose we will all take the Black Cabinet and leave the city in all due post-haste this very night.
Well, that's
That was the best.
that's one way we could do things. Well, but I believe in the badge. You know,
I believe the badge has the potential to be tainted by the influence of Lord Colin.
there's a D.
Lord
There's a
Colin.
D.
Oh, yes,
There is
Lord
a D
Colin.
in there, yeah.
No, not
Yeah.
in my pronunciation.
Not with your pronunciation.
Anyone,
Making fun of his name
anyone
now.
who is as foul and tainted as that traitor to the nation shall be called Lord Colin from here forth. Plus, it's a code. He'll never know that we're talking about him. He certainly has never heard that word before.
Never in his life.
All right.
Never.
I believe the cabinet is evidence, and if Lord Colden is somehow dirty, then we need evidence. We're cops. We're the Knight's Guard.
Where do the Knights watch?
I think we should keep it
Aye.
and should make it part of a greater case. We can open a case file and everything. There will be documents and stamps.
Helmus,
She's not convincing me.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. Your chipperositude has infected this group in such a way that no other member of our troop has ever brought such joie de vivre to our fair company. However, I believe your enthusiasm is getting ahead of you. I want you to ask yourself, what would the knight do?
What would the Knight do?
If we do nothing, Colden will win and we won't be police officers anymore. If we fight Colden and we lose, we won't be police officers anymore. So the only choice is to get to the cabinet first and defeat Lord Colden.
Sounds good to me.
Yes. All right. If he's there, let's murder one of the lords of the city. Yes. Now I'm down for this.
What rest? We have
That
this
wasn't what I understood to be the hope.
madhouse.
That took some twists and turns. Yeah.
So this is the part of the movie where we all go to that secret stockpile of weapons and just gear up.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
Have a gear up montage.
Yeah. A gear up montage. Yeah.
Funny. The short bow I grabbed is mechanically identical to the previous
the
short
one you
bow,
got,
but
yeah.
it looks so much cooler. Thanks, prop department.
So great. So my understanding is you're going to pursue the Black Cabinet,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
and that is step one. Get the
Yes.
Black Cabinet,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
then go from there.
We'll play it by
Yes.
ear. We'll see what
You
happens.
play it by ear. Fast and
But
loose.
my only point in bringing this up is
Yeah.
I don't think we should be like wearing our police garb and our
Yeah.
badges and all that.
Okay.
I think we already debadged like at the
Well,
beginning
they
of the
had
mission,
it.
yeah?
We had it
You guys
covered.
were covering, yeah.
Like I don't think we should wear our uniforms at all.
All right.
Yeah.
What other distinguishing features?
Should we go
are there
naked
to-
or
to-
what?
No, like we're like.
I mean,
just
you're
like-
wearing a sheet over your head, my dude.
Oh, I mean, if we're having a gear up montage, I'm clearly wearing like now my black trench coat that's filled with like knives, crossbow bolts, and like 3 different hand crossbows strapped to my back for no discernible
Yep.
purpose, so that I can go and then drop them and go
Yeah.
and then drop them.
But also the sheet. All of it.
Yeah, all of that.
And then a sheet over.
And then just the sheet hanging
Yeah.
over there.
Okay.
Yeah, we all just grabbed extra things. I have 3
Not a
extra
problem.
books,
And
3 extra
I
hammers.
have a tabard that just has a teacup on the front of it.
Aww.
Yes. They call me the sipper.
So basically, you guys are getting prepared, to move in and try
Yeah.
to at least try to take possession of the Black Cabinet.
And
From-
do I think part of that whole montage too would be like a little like reconnaissance, like where are the guard posts, where could we
Sure.
get in, like
Taking notes on the
without-
timings.
I'll get
Right.
you. I'll get you through that pretty
Yeah.
quick
Okay.
because that is all standard issue stuff. That all makes a ton of sense.
Okay.
But what you see does not make a ton of sense. in that you do kind of your gear up thing. You kind of get ready to go, and then there's the reconnaissance part of it. You're being. I take it for granted. You're being incredibly careful. You're moving into the area around the warehouse. Do they have guard patrols? Are they, watching this thing? It seems it's like it's valuable. They should be. A couple things that maybe draw a few red flags for you is one, you see no signs of anyone around this warehouse. Like even within a few alleys and thoroughfares kind of around it, there's really no one around. Okay? There's no one around. You don't see any watch patrols moving to and fro. Looking at the actual front of the warehouse itself, the warehouse is just a plain old warehouse. Doesn't seem like there's anything crazy about it or anything. Like, the doors are shut. You can see there is some light, because the part of the place that we're in, you can see light through underneath the doors, But it's, not to say it this way, but it is incredibly quiet here, and you don't see anyone moving around. And I'm even taking for granted that you're careful. Like it's not just a 30-second thing. Like someone literally staked this out for a minute. Maybe upwards of an hour if you want. But you're sitting here and no one's coming or going.
That's odd.
But keep in mind where you are too. You are kind of on the outer ring, so you are from where your positions are. Yeah, you could probably look down an alley and you're seeing outside. You're seeing kind of nighttime. To put it in a word, it's a little eerie.
Let's find a way in.
You have options. Would you like to hear those options?
Yes.
Those
I have
options.
thoughts.
Okay, so basically the way I want you to picture the way the ring works is you've got like where you are is like a circular, think of it like a quarter circle, okay? And the warehouses kind of line up around it, so you've got some alleys between some of them. Some of them butt together, but then you've got spaces between a couple. The one that you guys are concerned about is on one side, it butts up against another warehouse, but you do have an alleyway down, if you're looking at the front door, the right-hand side of it, okay? The roof of it seems to go up, and there's no discernible roof. Like the way the City of Night stuff hangs down a little bit, it's just kind of butted against rock. So there's no ceiling vents or sky vents or anything like that.
Okay.
Well, now I get it.
Hour 16, it got punchy. Wait, hour 20, what am I talking about?
Yeah.
All the more proof of punchy.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I showed up at 16. F you
yeah.
guys.
But there's a few ways in. You can get along the sideway if you want to. There's probably some windows along the side of it or the front door. You know that at least probably on the back end of this, there are like cranes that kind of bring stuff to and fro between the different levels, but it's on the outside of the ring.
One other potential point to consider. This is eerie. It doesn't smell good to me at all. And you know the smell of this city. If it doesn't smell good, that's real bad.
Let's proceed with step 1 of our plan, which is to secure the cabinet, and we'll decide what to do with the rest of it.
Barge in the front door. Let's do it.
I mean, what time is it now? Because it's been
It's been a little bit. There's
late
been some,
up until
yeah.
starting
There's
early
been
a
some,
little
there's been
bit.
some stuff. There's been some reconnaissance, things like that. You're probably in the early hours of the morning at this point. You're maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
There's no reason that an object like this should be unguarded, especially if they're about to move it. What if we wait until they're about to move it, see who comes? Let's not be the first ones in the door. If we can get it in transit, where they aren't expecting it. Think like a criminal.
The only issue I see with that is it is very, very likely that Lord Colden will bring particularly well-seasoned guards with him, and I don't think the 4 of us will be able to.
Do I also know, does Lord Colden have any sort of magical powers or abilities himself, or is he
He's
just
probably not
a
gonna
monkey muck?
He is well-to-do as far as him being a mage or anything like that. You don't know.
We're also assuming that he's going to come himself. I don't know why he would show himself
That
in
is something
public.
you're assuming too.
That would
Okay.
be. In which case, just fuck it. We have cops who have witnessed a thing. We can actually, like, that's evidence right there. If we saw actual Lord Colden,
Yeah.
the jig is up for
what
Lord
if they
Colden.
didn't-
He's got to be doing this at a remove.
What if they were like
Yeah,
part of
our word
it though, and
against
they were
the
like, "Oh,
Lord."
you saw that," and they just kill us?
4 of
Yeah.
us.
You know, who can we trust?
Which do you think is...
Yeah, so
I mean,
that's what it comes down to.
If I had to
What do you think is
choose
the best way to
between
proceed?
taking out some guards and taking out
Here's-
some, I have no idea why this is unguarded.
Here's the only issue I see with that proposed course of waiting, which is they may have come and removed the cabinet already. It may already be gone. If we don't actually go
shite.
look and see what's going on with it, I'm not saying we have to mess with it, but if we don't go and look and see what the current situation is, it's possible they were in here an hour ago and they've taken off, and then they have 4 more hours of a head start before we can report to the lieutenant of what's going on.
If they've already taken off, they're in the wind. There's not much we can do.
Why don't we shoot some flaming arrows through the windows, set the building on fire, and if there's anyone in there, they'll come running out. If there's not, no damage done.
No damage
I like
done.
that. I like that a lot.
That is,
How did you become a cop?
that is bold. Yeah,
I'm curious.
that is bold.
Wait, what do you mean you're curious? It sounds like the same path you took to becoming a cop.
I never committed arson that was proven.
That was proven. Yeah.
Convicted? I've never been convicted.
All right, so I mean, at this point, you tell me. This thing isn't on rails, so you tell me how you want to do it.
Yeah.
I would like to at least observe.
You want to go peek in a window or something?
Yeah, let's go to the back way to the alleyway and see if we can peek in one of these windows upstairs, up in the top, and find out what's going on. It's very clear that nobody's here, but doesn't mean nobody's here.
That's fair.
do
So
it, yeah.
We
That sounds
just don't know what's gonna how the ball drop, but
hitting the
it's gotta happen sometime.
alley,
Yeah.
and just kind of getting some people up. I mean, you've got the night, and no checks or anything. We're not going to roll a bunch of dice for this. You can literally get somebody up into a window. It's a little high, but you can get somebody to a window that kind of do the hell.
Please, I want to be standing on your shoulders.
So that is exactly what I pictured. Yeah, you're standing on shoulders.
They're like standing
Put a
on my
little- put a
head,
little
keep
middle
stepping on
space
my
there.
face, kind of.
Blurp. I'll show you what you get. Good thing that you're getting here is because it is an alleyway that leads to the outer ring. Here you're getting like a nice fresh breeze. It is a little chilly, but here is what.
Oh, we really should have put the one with dark vision up top, huh?
That's fair.
Especially the
is
one
that
with
just me?
+3 wisdom
Is
for
that just
perception
me?
checks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, I'm human.
Oopsies.
Live and learn.
I didn't.
At any rate, you live.
I forgot to
Probably.
turn the map, so
But we're level 2 now, so
Apologize.
more likely that we live.
I apologize for the crudity of this map.
Oh, while we were reconnoitering, did you chill back? Yeah. That's every part. Did you hang back? Maybe roll a hit die?
I probably should have.
Or two?
Pens over there.
We short
Because there
rested,
were 3
right?
of us.
Yeah, we
right?
totally
We're just
short
gonna borrow
rested.
part of.
Yeah, did we short
I mean,
rest
some of
right
us were
away?
reconnoitering, but I would be happy to
Part of
reconnoiter
that.
while you
Hey, that's how
run.
that lined up. It's like it was meant to be.
Nice.
We're gonna say windows are probably here and here.
Did I have a chance to rest at all as far as the damage I took? Or were we just, we're just going at it?
We're
Sure.
going at it.
Let's get at it. Who's on the
Which
window?
which windows? Which window do you want to look into?
How about I'll go on this one with the bard, and she'll check out this one.
They, I'm sorry.
I've got
I
one of
use
my
they, them
longbow
pronouns.
arrows and a torch
What's that?
standing by.
Sorry, I use they, them pronouns.
Oh, sorry.
Cool.
All right, so here is what you see. The map is basically what you see is what you get, with a few things that I'm going to describe for you.
Right. Okay.
You're seeing that the warehouse itself seems like it's in decent shape, but I probably shouldn't have started that way. With the exception being is that back wall, that should be a flat wall that has a bit of a dock on it for like taking the things to and fro, kind of down to the people on the far ground for mining operations, and maybe even up to parts of the city of Day if they need to. That wall is blown out. Like it looks like it got demoed. Okay?
I've seen this before in this adventure today.
It got just completely demoed. Here in the middle, the square right there with the stuff off of it, that is the black cabinet, okay? Which, thanks to the magic, that is a book. I can show you.
Whoa.
Looks like that,
Cool.
Whoa.
okay?
Can't get that
Glowing
at IKEA.
like that?
It does have a bit of a glow on it. It's crazy how that works out. But it's very nicely made. It's this incredible cabinet. It looks just older than dirt, but it looks like it's in immaculate shape.
Martha's a magic item.
So, and it does have like this faint kind of glow that kind of pulses on it a little bit. Around the cabinet, okay, you do see like that bit of a blast pattern that's around it. Littering the floor kind of around it, you see what's left of people, okay? That's the best way I can describe it. And I'm even going to go so far as to say this. You guys have seen some of the Kings of Night. There are clearly remnants of like Kings of Night cowls and like things like that laying around, and a few others.
I found the guards.
And a few other things, like some other remnants. It's not. I don't want you to think that it's like a bloodbath or anything like. It's not that. It just looks like something went off, or triggered or something, and it just half either leached something from people to where there's like husks that are kind of on the ground, or just outright just vaporized a few people. Okay. It's a mix, and it's a little unsettling to see it. It's like,
Is Galactus in the cabinet?
Yes, Galactus is in that cabinet.
Oh
yes.
my.
Why do you give him an
Absolutely.
opportunity to say yes to that?
I start practicing my childhood lullabies. The songs that you sing to your children. You are a machine. You will always be a machine.
That's right.
You're really a machine.
Other than
Comforting
that-
tunes like
Those of you
that.
just joining, this is a callback to the last chapter.
Yeah.
Other than that, the warehouse itself looks pretty empty. Like there's not like even a lot of other cargo or anything in here. Maybe this was just a meeting spot, whatever the case may be. But it is very quiet, very eerie. You're hearing like some wind blow as it kind of passes through the opening, and stuff like that. But at the moment, there is no one around.
So, just a point of clarification, though.
Bring it.
We can hear some sound, right?
It's not silent.
I feel like the only way something like this would be able to go off without attracting a bunch of people is if it somehow had some sort of silence effect attached to it. But, but that's
Or
apparently...
the people who came running also got blown up.
Well, it just keeps eating people. Those are tasty, tasty ideas.
The blast radius does appear to be centered around the cabinet itself.
Sorry, I was trying to be unobtrusive.
No, that's cool.
I just grounded
Jordan,
into a hall.
how could you?
You are not the knight.
Come talk amongst yourselves. We're good.
I just have to
Yeah, I
look
mean-
up all the good things that come out of the black cabinet when Chat kicks in another $25.
Ponies.
What sort of, it's a unicorn and a pegasus, and what's the third magical creature that comes to our aid out of the black cabinet?
We'll find out together.
A friendly beholder.
A friendly beholder. Look at my party
What
hat.
cupcakes for eyeballs?
The
You know,
beast.
like shoot it with an arrow, see what
The
happens.
beast
that
of
kind of
many
thing.
eyes.
Do you think it's silent inside?
I don't know what's happening at this point. I'm just
Can
curious.
I,
I just think it's curious that an explosion of that size could have gone off and no one around here.
There's no, you don't, like, again, I get it's, you're right. There's no equivalent of sirens.
Right.
There's no one is running to this scene, nothing.
Can I open the window and then
Sure
use
can.
thaumaturgy to make a noise happen in the room?
Sure can.
So I'll try that to make like a dog bark. inside the room. Do we hear the barking?
You hear the bark.
Okay.
You absolutely hear the bark.
It sounds like it's fine in there.
A hypothesis. We have encountered two separate but odd occurrences this night. One was the previous encounter we had at the Dead Witch. It seemed so curious to me that that mage seemed to unbind from her elemental and exploded through a wall. I see a similar explosion here. Logic might suggest that these two events were somehow linked.
Does it look like the same sort of explosion? Based on our CSI work?
That is a really good question.
Could I investigate check maybe?
You absolutely can.
feel like
yeah,
that's
took the words out of my mouth.
I'm sorry. Would you
No, it's fine.
We have no mage here.
Totally just
just
set this place
be
on fire.
You're
20.
slowly lighting it on fire
20.
as we're looking in the window.
That is you.
I'm, like, holding
that
a
is
torch
you
to an
in the
arrow,
window,
just, like,
kind of
just in case.
CSIing from back here. I'll just tell you plain. It doesn't look like the same kind of where that fire mage unbound and moltened it and kind of blew it up. This almost looks. It looks almost vaporized, like it just went poof and stuff just disappeared. Like rubble probably didn't even fall down. It just woof, it took it.
An important part of hypotheses is falsifiability. I believe we have some here.
I think this is our chance. We go in there, we take it now. Let's go.
Can I try
Nobody's in
something
there.
first?
What?
I want to shoot an arrow at the cabinet from outside.
Well, I can't carry if it's on fire.
He said arrow. He didn't
If
say
it can't be
flaming arrow
opened,
that
Is it
time.
a
it
flaming
probably
arrow?
can't be set on
Just an
fire
arrow.
either.
Oh, it
You
was
shoot
you.
an
I
arrow
just
at the
thought.
cabinet?
Oh,
I
yeah,
just assumed.
It was a reasonable guess.
Okay.
Should I roll for it or?
I would like.
You can hit it. I'll let
okay.
you just hit it. Yeah.
Sure.
Whoa, sorry. You were saying.
Well, I would like to post up kind of at the end here and keep a lookout for anyone
I
who
got
might
you.
be
And
coming
you
in.
coming or
Yep, yep,
going?
thank you.
I got you. You're there doing that. You're
Uh,
there.
I'm going to
Also,
wait till he fires the arrow and
The
then
character with
climb
the
inside.
least amount of hit points would like to be as far away as possible.
That's fair.
And also a
When the
good
fire
perception check.
Laser!
Like
Totally
this.
fair.
shoots an arrow into the disintegration ray box.
Totally fair.
Sure, I fire an arrow straight at it.
Where is there anything specific you want to hit, or are you just going to hit it?
No, just sort of straight on. Yeah.
And you literally
Just to see
fire
if I
an
can
arrow.
touch it.
It's a great shot. It hits the front door of the thing, and does it stick? No. It literally it hit. It kind of pushes, and you hear the sound, and the arrow just kind of hits the ground in front of it. Nothing triggers. You don't hear any sound besides the arrow hitting it.
Well, all right. Now we know it's real. Can we get in there? I'm gonna start walking inside, or well, open the window and just.
I once again recommend that we wait for whoever's going to pick it up
Oh,
and see
well-
if they are similarly exploded / disintegrated.
Malarkey. I'm tired of waiting. We only got 16 minutes.
Don't worry, gears are turning. It's okay.
Yep. Someone's got to be cautious. Someone's got to rush in.
It's okay. It's all good. You drop down there.
Yeah.
You drop. You get that many squares away from it. It doesn't trigger like a disintegration burst or anything like that. All you hear is one thing from the other side, from what sounds like inside that cabinet.
Who's
It's
there?
kind of a boom.
Sure, you don't want to set it on fire?
Yeah, I did just start a knock-knock joke, so.
I'm gonna approach it slowly and kind of look at you guys like.
Climb in the window behind
I'm out
him.
on the corner.
I'm
but-
out on the corner.
You see me? I'm
I
mid.
love that skeptic look. That's
I'm-
amazing.
I'm mid-
I live for that look.
I'm mid sip of tea, and then suddenly I just kind of have a.
The thing is, it was so quiet. It's so quiet in this area. You probably even through the open window may have even heard the boom, boom.
Yeah, this is the creepy part of the trailer for the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Really
Yeah,
is.
nice editing.
It really is.
Oh.
Everything's
we
fine.
cut to boom, boom.
I'm at the windowsill. Will I be able to shoot in as well as have visibility in the alley?
Sure.
Cool. I would like to then
Moving to
stay
there?
at the sill.
You get to there, and
Which one? Wait, this one me?
Yeah.
Can I just like hop in the window behind him and kind of back him up?
you sure can.
Oh.
I'm gonna look at you and see if you just nod like. Did you hear that?
I
Oh, how many are there? 2 of you? Okay.
I'm gonna say like I got my the bow up, just kind of ready for
Being incredibly careful.
I'm gonna pull my hammer out
Everybody remember the picture I showed you?
of the black cabinet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, well, let's.
Was there a tentacle coming out? that we missed?
No,
Okay, cool.
come on, guys. Let's.
Come on, guys.
Don't give him things to say yes to.
Oh, come on, guys.
Yes, and.
Come on, guys. I'm a yes and kind of person.
Right, that's why you don't say yes
You got
to
this thing.
tentacles.
You
Oh,
got this
that looks
thing.
way more evil than I first saw.
It really
I'm gonna
does.
back out.
It's way more evil.
I'm gonna leave.
Is it really?
See the little. See where the little seam
Oh yeah.
has a little bit, kind of a little bit of a light
Yeah.
to it down the middle. Mm-hmm. He hops in behind you, and you guys get, both get relatively close to it. And you see that seam light up.
Just freeze. I'm gonna back up slowly and see if it changes.
Meanwhile, out on the street,
I'm out of brandy now. I really regret not taking more from that wicked witch place.
Oh my gosh, this cop.
Dear.
You there,
We
God's
were
coming
looking
to kill
for the
us.
dirty cops, but
what
the
I
brandy
love,
thief
what I
right
love
here.
is about all these pre-rolls. You could almost ask that question about every pre-roll standing here is, how are you a cop? I think the only one who legit may have a real run at being a cop is him. It's like, and I love the badge,
Yeah.
But everybody else is kind of like,
I'm going to go check this door and see if it's locked or not.
it is unlocked.
I'm going to do that.
You're seeing this scene with the two of them up there. Because it is open. I should make that
Yeah.
clear. It's an open with a little bit, a few stairs going up, but it is open all the way back. We like an open concept here, so.
I will very
Sam's like, my shift's
go
over.
inside,
Oh man!
close that up.
You want to close
and,
it? Okay. There was no one on the street that you really heard. Nothing really going on out there. So.
Give you a look and everything good out.
Do one of those cop things.
Everything.
I suppose we can talk. No one's here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's going on out there?
Fastball.
I won't steal second. I'm a cop. We don't steal things.
You move to there, and yeah, we'll get this party started. You move to there, and literally, you kind of take another step, kind of closer to it, and you see that seam get really bright, and that both doors of the cabinet kind of and literally roll open, and something starts to step out of it. We're gonna roll initiative.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Lord Colden, I assume.
You infected me.
Sorry.
What'd you roll, 1?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, we got a 4.
spreads.
You got 4 times what you
It
got.
spreads.
Yeah, clearly you're going to the back
God
of the
we have
dice
this guy.
line, buddy.
-1, so 10.
Well, still better than.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, we
That's
all
a
did pretty
6.
Oh no.
7.
What'd you get? 6?
6.
So I think it's me, you. What'd you get?
7.
Oh no, so me, him, Steld,
Hang on.
Esther.
All right, let's just send the
Yeah,
numbers.
well, we'll do the numbers. We'll go
Right,
through it.
yeah, okay, cool.
So, 20 or above? Nobody.
No.
15s or above?
No.
10 was the highest.
10. Who is 10?
That's me.
All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
7.
7,
6.
6. Really? Oh, because you rolled a 1. That's right. I'm so sorry.
That's 4 because it's +3 initiative.
I will take the blame for that. I'm sure I did something that I.
Quite correct. I'm really concerned about my dice now.
I would replace them all. Borrow some
Okay.
from Joe.
Wait, you mean I need to get more dice?
We
Is
roll
that what I'm
initiative.
learning?
One of those is Brian's, right? Isn't this one Brian's?
Yes, there's one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one.
We roll initiative, okay? And you are actually going to act right before what is stepping out.
Yay!
But I'm going to
The cuddle bunny.
I'm going to show you what it is.
Oh, whack!
Lord Cuddle Bunny.
Lord Cuddle Bunny, I
I
presume.
see you've had a demon elemental bound to you.
Not in this case, but it can happen.
The squealers.
Now, if you ever
Sounds
thought
like
to
an
yourself,
intermediate.
man, I wish I had a campaign setting where I could bind to a demon elemental. You can do that sort of thing. So basically, larger thing basically starts stepping out of this, okay? And I'm going to get a mini to put on the board to represent it in just a moment. But it looks like that.
Oh,
That doesn't
Great.
look like a cuddle
That
bunny
is
at
not
all.
a cuddle bunny at all.
like-
That is the Black Cabinet Horror.
It's like King Shark meets the Demogorgon.
It really does, doesn't
it
it?
does look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're wondering, are those eyes on its back and shoulders? Yes,
Yeah,
they
that's
are.
their listening eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
That is what takes one big step out.
But it's 1 foot tall.
That's exactly it. It is a tiny creature like
Woo!
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a 1 foot creature, and then from the roof, a single drop of water hits it. Just add water. It's the size now.
So that said, okay,
this cabinet like creaks open, and this thing like steps 1 foot out, and from the back of the warehouse you just hear.
This thing literally takes a step out. It is kind of this hulking thing. You can see it's got the manacles, the chains are broken, the whole deal. It basically starts to scan the room for, hey, who's here? And you are acting right before it.
Hey,
They're stealth.
hey, buddy.
I'm gonna get a mini.
How you
How are
doing?
you? How are you, buddy?
Let me tell you about my best friend.
How are you doing, good friend?
You're such a good friend.
Oh, who's a good demonic horror from
Who's
the
a
abyss
good
beyond the
demonic
stars?
Yeah.
Who's a
Who
good
is
demonic
that?
horror from
Put
the
that-
abyss
put
beyond
that
the
big guy out
stars?
there.
Great.
Like that,
That's great.
or in the cabinet?
We'll put him. Yeah, we'll put him back there.
There?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So he hasn't technically walked out yet?
No, he is stepping out.
Okay.
But he's still partially in it.
Can I close the door?
He has a leg and an arm out, so you could.
Right. I
like that you're just
you
like,
can't
no!
slam it in his face.
Right, but it would get his limbs and maybe hurt.
You know what? I'm all aboard. I'm with that.
Good.
I'm with it. You want to try?
Good luck. You
I'm
got
with
plus
it.
2,
I'll let
buddy.
it- I'll let
I
it fly.
definitely do want to try.
Do it.
And then we closed the door and walked away.
We'll take a hard pass on this.
Great adventuring, everybody. Yeah. So basically, you're
Sorry.
shutting
Who else
the
just
door.
wants Lord Colden to open this?
We're here to be entertainers, not heroes.
Here we are now.
So you shut the door. You shut.
I
like,
basically just want to slam it
just
on
slam.
his as
Oh,
many
you want
limbs as
slam
we
it
can.
on him?
Yeah.
Hey.
Try to get some
We'll
damage.
do that. You know what? We'll call that an improvised weapon.
Cool.
Roll a d6.
A D6?
We'll do a d6.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
You just hit.
Can I bump it?
Sure.
Yeah.
You want to bump that? Go ahead.
Sure.
Now's the time.
Now's
I don't
the
like the
time.
sound of that either. Oh, you want to bump that? Go
Snack.
ahead.
6.
Yeah.
8
Plus
points.
2.
8 points. That's.
If his strength counts, then it would be.
It does
it'd be
count.
10 points.
10 points. I like it. I like it a lot.
I just love that I made this guy's entrance look really dumb.
Okay.
He's like, oh, come on!
I mean, you really did just steal his thunder and in the best kind of way.
And then from the back of the warehouse, you go, oh, I dropped my tea. That was embarrassing.
Can I move away without taking an attack now?
You know what? Because in the way I picture it, you slammed this door.
Right.
So yes, go ahead.
Cool.
Go right ahead.
I just want to get some distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now we're doing this. Here we go.
right.
Your turn. You
Why are you moving in
Okay,
the,
so
in
we're
the
doing
not
this.
doing this direction
I'm
and
a
saying
healer.
now we're doing this?
We're doing this.
When we're doing this, the doing this goes this way, but you're saying now we're doing this and
Okay,
you're
go.
going the not doing this.
Everybody go.
Who is this over here? You?
That's me.
Okay.
That's
Play
backup.
advantage and advantage. I've used the advantage and advantage.
Can you use
Yes.
advantage?
Yeah, you
Declare
have,
it
you have
before
to
the
declare
word.
Yeah.
inspiration in advance.
All right. So it's his turn, or its turn.
Oh, its turn.
It's its turn. Nicely done,
You
Stella.
just want to know so you can
Its turn. Basically, it's going to finish what it started.
opening the door.
It's kind of shoves that door out of the
So are
way.
we.
Chooses the closest target, which will be you. Put him, if you don't mind, right there next to him.
Oh, I tripped.
No, I tripped.
Checkmate.
Karthun, the vaudeville supplement for Dungeons and Dragons. Available at a retailer near you, coming mid-July.
Honestly, the way this is going, it should be. Yeah, sorry, it should be.
Hire a bard for your party.
Yeah. I may be turning the corner. I may hate bards now. I'll
Yes,
never,
my
no,
plan.
I'll never hate bards.
My
I'll never
plan. It's finally coming together. I'll lure him to my lair in Los Angeles. Oh, I would never want to play a bard, Master Patterson. No, don't make me do it. Now you see my mad genius.
It just makes me want
The player takes the frightened condition.
It moves, and with one of these huge, oh my god, claws, it literally moves to you, rears back, and starts swinging for the fences. Unfortunately, because my dice back here have been cursed all night, I blame you. because you started
Because you're the
this.
dice.
You started this. Tell me, does an 11 hit you?
My armor class is 15.
I
so
do not hit you then.
Yes.
No, I whiff. You clearly, no, that's what happened. He swung with the arm. They got the door slammed on it. He's like, man, you jammed my finger.
Maybe if you were wearing fence armor, you would have been hit, but you chose metal, and that was sharp.
He steps forward, he swings, and he misses. That is all he's going to do this turn. He is done.
I don't like that. That's all he's gonna do.
Estron.
This turn.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna take my greatsword and just try and
Just
plunge
tear
it.
it
in.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, do it.
Get to swing.
I will declare the advantage, and I will
Excellent.
use
Bump.
the
One
bump.
boom and a boom.
Do it.
You have advantage.
Nat 20, nat
Nope,
20,
so-
nat 20.
Not a
I'd love to see you doing that 20.
This is the time.
16
Plus a bunch.
Plus a bunch.
Plus 4, plus
Four.
1.
Yeah.
4 is 20.
Blackjack.
Plus a bump.
Yeah, that's
Plus the bump.
Plus the bump is 21.
Absolutely hit it.
okay.
You,
Lower than a
you hit it with yards
Okay.
to
Just my
spare.
damage.
Look, you knocked that die and it
He's
rolled a 1.
big. He's big. He's not that hard to hit.
Okay.
But you hit it with room to spare. Nicely done. Give me some damage.
5.
Plus 2.
Oh, 6. 7.
7
Thank you.
points.
Yes, you're right.
Nicely done.
Nice.
Nice, big, big gash probably across its shoulder and its chest.
It's a
Very
start.
nice. Very nicely done. That was you. You didn't move. You gonna stay put?
Yeah.
Stay in trade? Yeah. Done. Tiana.
Draw the fire.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30 feet. So I shall move to the front of the stairs. And then I shall bestow. What are you thinking of doing? Something cool.
Yeah, I'm going to do
handheld
some damage and then
crossbow
give him some armor.
Well, then I'll give my inspiration to my friend who's so inept with his sword. So my final inspiration
Hit him?
Wow.
goes to Estrand. You get 1 more d6 to use.
As a player, you take psychic damage.
Thank you, good heart.
It's all of this.
Oh, it's all coming out. We've got 2 minutes left. It's time to
there's
unleash
time
the
to go.
barrels.
Yeah, no, spend them if you got them.
I shall fire my hand crossbow at this foul beast in an effort to slay it.
Do we recognize this creature at all? Do we
That's a really good question to ask.
Is that Reggie?
It was me all along.
It was the candlestick maker the whole time.
I got a 16.
And I would have run this haunted amusement park if it wasn't for
you
16.
No, Reggie's
16 to
actually.
hit.
Oh.
Yes.
That absolutely hits him.
All right. Then he shall perhaps take 2 points of damage.
He does.
Perhaps not.
He does take it.
It's actually really perfect for it to be Reggie, though,
Right.
because in all those procedurals,
Yeah.
it's like the guy in like the third scene
Yeah.
that you seem to just have an exposition
Or-
scene with.
Or the guest
and
star.
then, yeah.
Yeah. If
It's one or the
I
other.
know that
Oh.
guy
So
from
that's you.
blah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like in
Before
the
we go
procedural
any
game, it's
further,
Reggie.
check Reggie's IMDb credits.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right. I'm done. Helmus, I believe, is up.
All right. I would like to hide behind the windowsill, so where it's easy to hide. You need me to roll stealth?
No,
Cool.
you're fine. You're stealth.
All right. I am the night. I'm the. Oh, it's starting to get light out. I guess maybe I'm the dawn.
I'm the pre-dawn.
19.
Hits. Please give
Yeah.
me some damage.
I have snake attack.
And
Some
I'd.
snakes to the
Throw some
window.
snakes
Yeah.
in it. Man, I would
And
freak
I will
the
throw
hell out.
all 3 of my bump into this.
Oh, there you go.
Sweet
Spend them.
deal.
Spend them.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Good
too.
damn. Good damn.
So that's 8 plus 3
11 so
plus
far.
another 3.
That's 14.
Wow, 14.
14.
Holy shit.
Ba-boom.
I'm the second
Take
level
them
of the
snakes.
night.
This is
This is really,
literally this disgusting horror from the black pit is literally like, ugh, snakes, ugh.
You're
it
better
off
than
me.
the night. You're like 2 nights. You're like,
Oh man, you're like 2 nights. That's amazing. Nicely done. Okay, that was.
Helmus.
Yeah.
Now we're back around to
Steld.
Steld.
Cool. I'm gonna move just 1 forward. I guess I don't really need to move. Actually, oops, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Climb into the cabinet.
I was thinking about it.
Ascend to your new destiny.
I want to be that guy.
Take on your new
I didn't
shape.
realize we had a traitor in the game.
The player do it. It's amazing.
Well,
I feel like there are these bad ideas that are coming the whole time. You're like,
I mean,
oh, it's because he's trying to take it from me.
All
mean,
of my ideas are fantastic.
Clearly the mastermind by this entire thing. Been the bard the whole time.
Right. Which is the
now it
other
can
thing
be-
it could be in the.
Now it can be revealed. I am Lord Cold.
that's how it should go. Absolutely.
This is the film version. In the procedural, it's Reggie, but in the film,
What do you?
it
What
would
do
be
you?
the
What do you lowering the boom on?
I'm gonna guiding
we call
bolt
this one the
him.
Bard's Tale.
So that's
Oh,
a d20
you.
plus 5. So that's 17.
Works.
Dang.
Absolutely. Hits.
Yeah, it's 4d6.
Good lord.
That's what you wrote down.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know if that's incorrect or not, but
That's
cool.
a first level spell.
Who knows? That's what he wrote down.
Yeah, Scotty Bolt.
46 radiant, and the
higher
next
than that.
attack roll made against it is an advantage.
I mean, it's a good spell. You
Yeah.
just have like 3 slots at first level.
Yeah.
So you just like get a few.
It's 14 damage,
Uh-huh.
and the next attack made against it will be at advantage.
Oh,
46.
Wow.
super.
46 radiant. damage,
Radiant.
too.
Dude,
okay.
you're probably even gonna hit.
You know, you hit. You did how much radiant?
14.
Anything's possible.
So that takes that much. I cannot believe that Louise words are coming
Oh,
out.
is he vulnerable?
He is absolutely vulnerable.
Oh!
Radiant damage.
I don't know if you double it or you rolled it twice the dice. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I'm
House
gonna
rules.
do it this
Yeah.
for these purposes. I'm gonna do this.
Cool.
I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. This thing literally is down on a knee. It is. It is.
Whoa.
It is clinging that much to life. Yes, 1,000 times yes. It is. It is so incredibly close to dropping.
You could be the one to.
You
This
could be
could
the
be your
one.
moment.
It gets to go before you do.
It does.
It does.
But once it does that, assuming it doesn't have like second wind or something horrible.
Let me
It
just
doesn't
give you
kill
some
me.
DM to DM advice. This is a great time to kill his character. It's what I did last session. It was very satisfying.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Do not listen to the bard.
I was there.
Oh, wait. Before, I also want to do a bonus
Your
action
radar
to
over
give
here.
him Shield of Faith, +2 AC.
Oh, because that's a bonus.
That's a
It's a bonus action.
I'm out
I
of spell
love that
slots,
about you.
Done.
so you have +2 AC just for
Just because you know what's coming.
My
10 minutes.
Dude,
That is amazing.
solid cleric.
Very nice clericing. So he's gonna swing to.
Feeling buff?
Thank you.
Literally, he's gonna do what he can do.
It's like, come on, dude. Right here.
And I am not even kidding.
Oh!
It transferred. It
It
transferred.
really, it did. My dice are cursed as hell. It's your fault. This thing
Bad
really
juju.
just, that thing literally just it would have looked incredibly nasty if it had hit. It was like both claws up and it just whiffs and is on the ground in front of you,
Lunge flops.
prone.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Hey,
You have
bring down the
advantage.
broadsword on its neck.
You have advantage, so yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You have
Get
advantage.
it. Get her. Yes!
Get it.
Oh, yeah.
18 plus
Plus
4.
2 for the sword is 20 plus. Wait.
What?
We'll roll 2
No, this is your
Oh, no,
to
wait, we're
hit.
going down.
This is your
Oh.
to hit, my bro.
Absolutely hit.
Sorry, brain for a second. 5.
Plus
2.
2.
2 is 7.
You tell me, how do you kill it? Describe it. How do you drop this thing?
It's one of those like I do like sort of like a spin the sword around and then just like right down through the back of the neck, sort of execution
amazing.
style.
It's done.
I
That
love the
thing is-
cinematic moment of
that thing-
vindication here.
That thing is donezo, and not by any fudging on my part. You really just roll the dice and just wrecked it right out of the gate.
Hey.
You're off initiative, but I will basically close out the session like this by using the last thing that the nice people in the chat unlocked. Is you guys are standing here and the Black Cabinet horror literally gurgles out the last bit of its life. You just hell clap it. And you get a little bit of the best way I can describe it is, it feels like almost like a little bit of a disturbance, like a little turbulent spot in the floor. kind of over here. It gets real red, real molten, kind of like what you guys saw before with the fire mage.
Oh, okay.
And kind of real smooth and slow, it rises up out of the floor. You have this human woman, looks African American, got like longer kind of braided hair. You being a cleric and everybody being in this world, you know who she represents at least. She's wearing red and gold, and it looks like she is a direct representative of Deknar, basically the god of the forge.
Oh, wow.
For people that are in the chat that know the lore and things like that, and I'll say to you guys, this is Dulcie Rowe. Dulcie Rowe is essentially, you have Deknar, who is at the center of the world, basically forging the chain that's holding the planet together. He appointed basically his pope, his direct representative is Dulcie Rowe, this blacksmith kind of from Nowheresville that just one day he went, you're gonna champion my word, basically. So you have Dulcie Rowe, who basically appears here, kind of in front of all of you and just literally out of nowhere. And literally this molten thing, kind of the molten stuff kind of falls off of her, and she's standing here. She looks just badass as hell. She's holding her warhammer, and she kind of surveys the group. And that thing's already dead. No, they said this was happening. They said I was supposed to be here. You killed this? You killed the horror?
We did.
Point at Sam.
Out the window.
Well, we are the night, but now
I mean, technically,
it's the day.
There's her headshot. There's her headshot.
Nice. Dig it.
But she could, almost with a stunned look, not in a, just you guys could do this, but literally a holy shit kind of look. I guess the best way I can describe it. And she, I came for the cabinet, but you've already killed the horror. That's amazing. Do you know how it got here? And literally, without even asking permission, she starts walking across the room, and almost unceremoniously, unless someone's going to stop her, she literally grabs that horror by the scruff of the neck and makes it look easy. Just kind of lifts this thing up and almost chucks it back into the cabinet and slams the door, literally just cleaning up the trash. It looks like just kind of boom, It's the cabinet's still dangerous, but how did it get here? Do you know?
It was intended to be purchased by one of the lords on the council.
Which one?
Colden.
Lord Colin.
Done.
Now we're narcs.
Done. Done.
We're cops. We can't be narcs.
Oh, now we're cops? Now we're cops. Oh, okay.
But
now we're
no,
cops.
thing is,
Roll initiative.
she does say that kind of quickly.
We're still agents of justice. That's what matters.
Look, she does kind of, there's that little thing, and she says it kind of quickly. She kind of watches that, and are you Night Guard?
Aye.
Proudly so.
Show me your badge.
Well, all right. Oh,
Did we get rid of our badge?
did we bring it with us?
Did
I
you
brought
bring it
mine.
with you?
I for sure brought mine.
I kind of sigh a little bit.
secreted it.
I'm with you on that
Person.
because you've been the badge is great the whole time.
It's been in my underwear the whole time. Keep it
Anybody
close.
else?
No, yeah, I
kinda just
tucked
peek
it right there at the top.
Where
kept it in my
this thing
sock.
kind of wraps up,
Yeah.
is she
Comfortable.
how's your guard? Colden, you said?
yes.
I'll deal with that.
Bye, Miss Lady Forge Pope, sir.
And she in one of these things where, again, if it was a campaign, it'd probably have more impact. But she kind of does the thing where if you go for it, she literally is kind of doing the hearty. She wants a hearty handshake from each one of you.
All right.
And thanks you, for your service. The whole deal.
I'm ready to get over this.
Get over there. Thanks. You're in the windowsill. Great job. But she kind of gives everybody the hearty handshake, and I'll make this up to each of you. Thank you.
Oh, whoa.
And Lily puts a hand on the cabinet, and it's how you have like the vampires and the Draculas do the whoa and drip into the floor, and it's real creepy as shit. She does it, and there's like this real like lawful molten just fuck you to it, where she's
molten.
where she's like, and literally the floor kind of opens and her and the cabinet descend, and she kind of gives everybody the nod. The nod, the damn job well done nod. Descends into the floor, and with that,
Wait,
This
that's
session.
evidence!
Yes.
Straight up stolen evidence. Yeah, she straight up does not trust human. She does not trust people with this evidence. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but with that session is over.
Yay!
Yeah.
Dulcie Rowe, I want you to know that wherever
Wherever you are. Yeah.
you've made a difference in my life. You've inspired me
Aww.
to sing again.
For Tom's show
Take
too.
that.
Here we go.
Sorry, we ran a little bit over. Sorry.
No, it's cool.
That was a little Orson Welles at the end there.
It really was.
I'm
Cool.
sorry. Let me get back to where we all started here, everybody.
Oh boy.
Thank you so much for running this. This was
Yeah,
so much
great.
fun.
I hope you enjoyed it. I really
great.
hope you enjoyed it.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, we
you for
turned it into a
bringing me.
vaudeville thing.
Well, I will say this. I have run this demo for several people in several groups over like the last year. Every one of them have been different. I say this, and I say this with the most love and respect I can possibly muster. You guys, you guys took it off the rails in ways that no one else has done, and I love it. You know, because because it's clear you guys play campaign play, and it feels like you were playing campaign play. Like we're gonna do this tomorrow.
We play
I
for
don't
the
know what
long
you're talking
haul.
about.
Yeah, and
We
it's,
play for the long game.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was amazing. Thank you guys so much for
Thank
playing.
you.
Thank you.
Have a big
Awesome
round
game.
of applause for Mr. Brian Patterson.
Hey,
And if you think this setting is super cool
Yeah.
and you want to play in
Check
it,
out this book.
know this book. You know,
It's a beautiful book.
If you might win it.
You could win it.
It will be available in about 3 weeks from your local friendly neighborhood game store, or you can order directly from Evil Hat if you go to evilhat.com. It feels gorgeous. You can't tell on camera, but it has this really nice, soft,
it's a soft
kind of-
matte finish
Oh,
to
it's
it.
beautiful.
I fought for that matte finish too. They were like, "Oh, Brian, glossy's so much cheaper." No.
The same one as the fake core.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
fought
really
hard
nice.
for
It's
that.
really
yeah.
nice. Let's also have a big round of applause for Sam. The Knights.
thank you for having
I
me
want to
here.
play with you forever. I want you at every table I ever play at. Yeah.
Super fun.
It is so much fun to be here. Thank you guys so much for having me on. I've been looking forward to maybe someday being on Saving Throw Show for like a while, and this is a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.
Great.
Yay.
Yes, absolutely. We'd
Anytime.
love
You're
to have
welcome
you
here
back, please.
anytime. Yeah.
Let's have another big round of applause for Rick.
Yeah.
Pinch hitting.
Eventually,
That's right.
Below.
he lived.
Despite all of my harassment and haranguing, you were the glorious, anchor to which slew the vicious beast.
It was an honor to play by you, Mr. Bard.
And now I'm going to disinfect all of my dice.
Mr. Bard.
Mr. Grove Galati, ladies.
Oh, the creative cleric
Very
here.
good. I'm Tom Lommel. Whatever. This has been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed all of this.
That
And
voice.
thank you to everyone else at the table for putting up with my shenanigans.
I'll say thank you for being a good sport about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrific.
It's
You were the
fun.
best.
It was super
Look.
fun.
You leaned in. I love it.
Just shut up and let somebody say thank you for being a good sport. Tom.
I want to thank everybody in the chat who made a donation. Megan is going to be appearing in our green screen here momentarily and announce who our donation winner is. How much are we up to so far? Do we have a current tally?
69.
6069. Nice. You guys are blowing it out. We still have about 3 hours left to go. Wizards, Warriors, and You is coming up next. But I want to thank you so much for all of your generosity here throughout the past days. We really, really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to go silent so that we can reset the table, and we're going to throw it over to Megan here in just a moment.
Thank you, Chad.
Thanks, everybody.
Hope you liked it.